ahoy and g'day once again to ye mateys! I be Josh the Pirate, your humble and festive DM for the evening, and it brings me more joy than breaking through the walls of toxic masculinity around a 10-year-old who just needs a hug sometimes to welcome you back to Corsairs Cove for a new festive season in our Candlekeep Christmas campaign. With me, I have my hearty crew, the marvellous Mitch Earnshaw, the terrific and really quite generous Sir Terrace, the Christmassy Karen Schlink, and the dangerously contagious Zach the Renegade Chicken. So, let's talk about these lovely folks, shall we? Terrace, you bloody champion. Hype train, choo-choo motherfuckers. Holy shit,
my lord.
Terrace. That was a lot.
Huge.
Good on you, you bloody champion. Daddy After Dark,
Happy
Lunar Star
holidays.
31.
Sugar.
Velvet slime.
Velvet slime.
Ew.
Delicious.
Shrek Chungus with swag 1, which means there is just a
There must
Shrek
be another
Chungus
one.
with swag somewhere.
That's amazing.
Joe
that makes
Inferno
sense.
is also good.
Shrek Chungus with swag.
Mitch, who the absolute swag are you?
Hey everybody, I'm Shrek Chungus with swag. And no, I'm
I knew
I'm
it!
Mitch, the artist formerly known as Big Viking Mitch, or sometimes also still. You really can't find me many places. You'll find me on the Twatter occasionally. I will twat things, but most of the time I just kind of lurk. And on rare occasions, I have been known to stream, although that is very rare as of now. And I, this evening, will be reprising a character that I played a long, long time ago, Junior Jingles.
Yes.
For those who do not know him, tell us a little bit about Junior Jingles, or shall we do that? Let's do it now while we're still fresh at it.
So my name is Junior Jingles. I'm here. No, not having to. I get the opportunity to work here. I'm very grateful for the experience that this role provides. Thank you to those who have given me the job, and it had nothing to do with my dad being the head elf. Nothing at all. Do we have to be here much longer? Thank you.
What time's lunch?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Terrace, who the absolute heck are you? Muted. Yeah. Or not talking. Not sure which.
Gasp.
Whoop.
Oh.
Nope, gone entirely.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Karen, tell us who you are.
well.
Breast and pepperonis.
Hello, I am Karen, sometimes known as the mother of bunnies. I'm a performer, a writer, an internet addict. Just suck that sweet, sweet internet right into my veins. You can find me here usually on Tuesday and Thursday nights. Tuesdays I play various games. I'm currently playing Skyrim, which is fun, except for when I panic because the combat is all in real time and not turn-based strategy, which is what I'm used to. So people just rush at me and cast spells, and I panic flail with my mace until they stop. It's working okay so far.
Very fun.
And yeah, on Thursday nights we play Humblewood. But tonight I am Holly Sprinkles, a astral druid, who's really just a raggedy Christmas themed elf. She's got lots of white hair that's kind of all piled up and tangled, and she's got like some branches in there. There's usually at least 1 or 2 birds hiding out somewhere on her person. And she has been known to turn into her astral forms, one is a polar bear, one is a hare, and one is, let me find it, a reindeer. So yes,
Yeah.
She's fun. But
An Arctic.
yeah,
hare,
I believe the last time she turned into a star-spangled polar bear, she soaked up all the damage from the first round and died. But you know,
Hey, look, that was great.
she soaked up a lot of damage before that polar bear disappeared in a poof of sparkles.
Excellent. Well, while we wait for Terrace to come back, Zach, who the absolute heck are you?
Hello. I am I'm in frame. I'm Zach, or the Renegade Chicken. As I greatly appreciate the honorific that is highly contagious. The bit has gone on long enough at this point. I don't really know what else to say other than yay, seasonal infection. Yes, I'm back, and tonight will be reprising Yivle from last season. My Satyr Blood Hunter, inspired by the Ardana, please correct me if I say this wrong, but the Yevlebokken, hopefully I got that right, the enormous wicker Yule goats that they make in Sweden.
Which I still follow on Twitter because I never unfollowed the Hevlebokken when I originally followed it on Twitter. So every Christmas it starts posting again. It's just a giant hay goat on my timeline, and I'm not mad about it.
Hell yes. So I'm gonna be Yevle. Fun times.
Excellent. And I be Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel, Corsairs Cove, where I run D&D and other RPG-related games with my lovely wife Karen, the mother of bunnies, and all my splendid friends. But you know that because you've already done it. You've already come. You've been. You're here. Welcome, bloody champions. We are, supported by a bunch of wonderful folks. Wooten Forge Gaming Accessories. Create things like this gorgeous Jarrah dice keeper here, but you can get all different kinds of wood, normally recycled or reclaimed wood, and they make excellent things. And they've actually said to me that they could rustle up a giveaway for this Candlekeep bit. So we might well have one of those from them, which would be glorious. I think Aaron said something about a dice tray. Which is jolly kind of him. And we have a giveaway for this evening, which I've just created and started, from Troll Games. So type !ticket in chat to go into the draw to win that. The Troll Games folks don't do D&D, they do other TTRPGs, including Castles and Crusades. And they're a lovely, thriving online community for people who, if you enjoy Pathfinder, I'm told Castles and Crusades is very like it. It was kind of sort of a divergent evolution that branched away with Gary Gygax before 5e was a thing. They also the publishing house for the late great Gary Gygax indeed, and you can get some of his wonderful stuff there. So check them all out at trolllord.com, and the prize we are giving away today is a $10 gift card for that. So for Troll Lord Games online store. So any PDF, and you can get many awesome PDFs there for around the $10 mark. So type !ticket in the in chat to go into the draw to win. Terrace just went. Apparently, Steam says he's playing a game, so I imagine he'll be back shortly.
He put a message in chat. Apparently, someone accidentally unplugged his internet and he's waiting on it to reboot.
That would be Jimmy the puppy has unplugged the internet.
Papa.
Incredible.
Furious at being ignored, clearly.
What else do we need to talk about? We have all the !socials. Links in the chat. We have a YouTube where you can check out all 31 previous episodes of Candlekeep Mischief. Candlekeep Christmas. 31 days of December. We've done one for every single one. Now this is the 32nd, which is kind of cool. Which is a fair amount, really, if you think about it. We've been doing this, I think, for year 5. I think this is the 5th year we've been doing it. We've worked most of the way through the Candlekeep Mysteries book. We started at the 4th adventure, I think, and we've thrown in some other stuff. But we're up to, I think we've got 3 left. So we might have one more year in it. But I'm splicing in stuff from Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting and creating my own random bullshit as well. Cool, I can now turn my phone off.
Many apologies.
That's
my
totally
puppy pulled
fine.
out my internet.
Look, I'm sure he's very cute while he was doing it.
I don't know. He literally pulled out all the power.
Incredible.
And we have a Discord if you want to come and hang out with us there. Terrace, who the absolute heck are you?
I am Sir Terrace, your friendly neighborhood ferret, who is looking for a new home for his Pomeranian puppy, Saint Jimmy. I am playing Hjort
Right here.
Horncaller, the Musator Bard.
Excellent.
Musator.
Musator.
Yes, Musator.
With
Musator.
now more than one awakened mouse living in his antlers.
Oh,
So the
yeah.
moose has mice. Anything else we need to say? I'm not certain. Karen, can you talk about the Ukraine quickly?
I can. It's a festive, cheerful time of year, so it's always good to spare a thought for those of us who are not having a particularly good festive season, which unfortunately is a lot of people in the Ukraine right about now. Unfortunately, the war in Ukraine continues to drag on. I really wish it was over, but you know, if wishes were horses. But if you would like to spread a little bit of Christmas joy to some Ukrainians, you can donate at the link in chat to the Red Cross Ukraine Appeal, which will go help support the Ukrainian people who have been affected by the war. Obviously, no pressure, it's an expensive time of year, but if you have some spare pennies rattling around your digital wallet, feel free to sling them in that direction.
Yay.
Thank you very much, Karen. Well, mateys, type exclamation mark ticket in chat because may all of your Christmases be pud-filled and all your relatives successfully hold back their dated, factually inaccurate and frankly racist opinions until Boxing Day as we head tremulously at first and then with mounting heat and passion into the Candlekeep.
Hey chat, tell us the worst, most out of touch, inaccurate comment a relative has made at Christmas time. I want to know. I live for chaos.
That is true. You do that. So we return to the Candlekeep cafeteria, where we find a group of the Avowed rejoicing in an unaccustomed luxury for this time of year: a bit of free time. Since the practice of teleporting heavily armed groups of Avowed into the proximity of a missing tome to ask unhelpful questions and break things until the book is in question or another of similar value is coughed up began, late fees and delinquency has been at an all-time low. This means that despite the solstice celebration being only a couple of days away, Sprinkles, Yevler, Hort, and Junior have actually yet to be teleported anywhere against their will, and have gathered around a table for a companionable chat and a hot beverage. Junior probably just trying to hide from doing other things, while they watch the kitchen staff already hard in preparation for the festivities. So, yeah, you are hanging out. I imagine it is similar, though less English schoolboy to the Hogwarts Grand Hall, and you're off in a sort of little alcove to one side watching the main sort of preparations gathered in comfy chairs around a little coffee table while you nurse mugs of Milo or other warming toasty beverages.
I'm bored.
Ready? That was fast.
Oh, sorry.
I fully think, Hevler, given his lack of a digestive system, has no drink in front of him, but does have, at this point, what was several marshmallows, which have just formed a sort of gum in his mouth, that's kind of just slowly chewing up and down, clearly sticking to both sides of the wood, and not really going anywhere as he just...
I would say that Holly is occasionally raising her mug of hot cocoa up so the bird secreted in her hairdo can stick its beak out and have a little tipple.
Hjort, looking over at Hevler, I cannot pronounce that, is going to just go, are you done with that? Do you want me to prestidigitate it away?
Oh, yes, please.
Then he will do that. He's not doing anything special. He waves a hand, cleans up the inside of your jaws, and he's just daintily, for a Musator, eating his snack, drinking his spiced mead. But you can hear the sounds of construction coming from his antlers, and you see two very elderly mice with tiny hammers erecting little erections on top of said things.
You may have to be more specific.
Little houses,
Okay.
like little
Scaffolding?
outbuildings, scaffolding. They're very carefully whittling away one of the antlers a little bit, which is a little uncomfortable for him because they still are attached to his head, if kind of loosely. But you'll notice that the left antler sort of has a bit of a honeycomb shape going on there, with sort of glued or nailed on bedding and things. It seems like a family home is being made inside the moose's antlers.
I do think, especially as sort of the magic removes the last of the sort of marshmallow remnants from his mouth, there'll be a thanks before he turns to Junior Jingles, and we'll just, if you're bored, try one of these, and we'll just push over the little bowl of marshmallows and just fun to eat.
I guess. Fine. Not bad.
you
Not
considered?
bad. Not bad.
Junior, trying some initiative? Because you can see like that those mice in Terrace's antlers, they're showing some initiative. They're like building a full-on Hjort. Sorry. The mice in Hjort's antlers are just taking the initiative and building a whole village up there. It would annoy the hell out of me, but he doesn't seem bothered at all. I'm sure you can think of something you could do in here. I believe in you.
Did you just say something? Sorry. I'm cool. I'm good. I'll just eat some marshmallows. And I guess I'll just like waste away my youth sitting here doing nothing. You know, it's fine. It's whatever.
As you say that,
Junior.
Junior, you reach down for to take a marshmallow out of the bowl, and as you do, a leaflet, a pamphlet pops into existence, pretty much where your hand is going, and you inadvertently sort of grab it. This sort of little portal, basically. You all hear the telltale noise of teleportation and react variously violently, I imagine. Sort of, no! But it's just this little pamphlet. It's just a little leaflet. And
I'll unfurl it.
And I actually have the picture of the leaflet, which I will put up on the stream.
I'll read it.
It is a little it's in faded brown parchment, but the artwork on it is quite striking. And the title of it seems to be "The End Is Nigh!" Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Hey Sherlock, how you going, buddy?
Hey.
Death comes from space tomorrow at dawn. Look for all the signs. And the signs are raining frogs, bugs from everywhere, earth shakies, kobolds were right. Whole time, you were warned, repent now, 100%, true. Very legitimate. And there is a picture on the top of what looks like, in fact, I don't think any of you would necessarily know. So those of you, but you do live and work in a library, so and those of you who feel like you would know an animal, an unusual animal not of this plane, may make a nature check.
I feel like I might, being a
Sprinkles
naturey
might.
sort of person.
That is a 5. Hjort has no idea.
I'm going to assume it's not a fey, fiend, or undead and not attempt the roll.
Yeah, that's a whole 6, so it's quite possible I do not know what that is.
No. Junior doesn't. Holly.
I just I just roll it back up and throw it on the table. Oh, spam.
Holly, Hjort, it looks like a mouse. Holly, it's not a mouse, it's a hamster. With a 6. The hamster appears to be rocketing towards a giant lizard thing. You would guess from the perspective dropping down upon it. Holly, you also probably would notice that there are stars around it, because your whole thing is stars.
So,
Go ahead.
does anyone think the world is ending? I haven't been getting that vibe.
Hjort is going to pick up a very elderly mouse, one of the ones that was doing the construction. He's sort of wizened and grizzled, and he's got a bald patch on top of his head. He's going to pick it down off his antler under one of his fingers. Just, your family and my antlers are not planning on ending the world, are you? And it's just,
No,
just very well. Back to work.
that's not a
then.
mouse.
Oh,
You can tell there's no tail. It's a hamster.
It's not a mouse, it's hamster.
Sure, you can have your mouse. Just roll a d20, straight d20,
okay.
because your mouse knows more about rodents than you do. No, exclamation mark, roll space 20.
There's so many
you
different
go.
iterations of that.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
16. That's
16.
not bad.
Okay, your mouse, who I will call Nathaniel, is I correctly identifies that as probably at least a miniature giant space hamster.
I knew it.
At the very least, it could be. It looks a bit small to be a genuine, actual giant space hamster. But yeah, he would say, could be a miniature one.
Oh, is that bad?
Are they dangerous?
If one was to fall from space, no. They don't even live on this plane.
Oh,
So one appearing randomly out of nowhere might indeed be a sign of the end times.
Sure, I guess.
You guys don't seriously believe this thing, do you? Like, it's just a piece of paper. It's like, whatever, hey.
You
Yevle
realize
has
you're
like
in a library, don't you, Jingles?
Yeah, but like, that's usually it's all kind of like wrapped up in stuff, like, you know, the covers of the books and stuff. So, you know, I mean, this is, yeah, whatever. I'm
Junior.
As
You
Junior
need-
says this,
Sorry.
the four of you feel a bright flash around you, and the same sort of whoop, 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 whoop noise that you've been dreading all week. And the four of you are blamphed or flumphed. I think it's blamphed because it's not into Palinar. You appear in the middle of a town high street, standing in the same formation you were sitting, and immediately the sounds assault you. A chill wind blows down, though the sky is clear of clouds. Solstice decorations are slung around many buildings, most of which have a sort of uniform air to the, like, every frontage, the same font, the same, all the things that have different names, but yeah, the same font, same color scheme. It's all blues and golds, but sometimes the lettering is blue and the painting is gold, and otherwise it's vice versa. And a lot of them sport slogans and names utilizing an alliteration of the letter B. For example, Bodrum's Best Butcher, Baron Bodrum's Business Buildery, and Broken Bits of Bodrum, to name a few. These few splashes of personality around come from the more idiosyncratic businesses, and the solstice decorations themselves, as well as a few posters similar to the one you were just reading, but like bigger. Down the street, you actually see somebody standing up on a little soapbox next to a sewer grate, screaming, "The end is nigh! The end is nigh! Death comes from the sky!" It's a strange man. He's dressed in what could only be described as a Tiamat onesie. The image is excellent. Actually, I'm gonna get it. It's fantastic. Just a solid piece of artwork. It is. It looks homemade. There you go. It's just so good.
I want to own the Tiamat
Incredible.
onesie.
It's hilarious because Terrace posted a picture of a wearable dragon puppet, and it's not dissimilar in concept, but it's that crossed with a spider costume. Like there's strings holding the lower heads, and then your arms are the upper heads. It's fantastic. Yes, for some reason, a well-dressed, a costumed human man, apparently dressed for some reason as Tiamat, who is waving pamphlets under the nose of anyone who looks at him. Yes, you appear there, and I will put away the pamphlet so we can see Terrace's.
Hjort is
Sure.
going to approach this man.
Sure.
Yeah.
As
I'll-
soon
I'll
as
go
you
too.
actually, he's down the street a bit. As soon as you sort of land, everybody's sort of like, like clearly magical teleportation is not super common in this place, though it doesn't look. Bodrum you would be aware of as a place. It's quite famous. Junior may not have heard of it, but the rest of you probably would have. It is a company town.
Yeah.
And yeah, run by Baron Bodrum. But extremely profitable and like affluent. For all that, like everybody here has a pretty good quality of life. And yeah, not the sort of place you'd think doomsayers would be. It's also the home of many magico-mechanical wonders. So yeah, a hot spot for innovation. A few of which are trundling around. And pretty much as you appear, so you've been in place less than 10 seconds when piping up from next to you, hello there! A 7-foot tall construction of wood and metal has sort of clanked on up to you. You appeared basically next to him. It's a vending machine, or at least a vending machine with arms, legs, and a head. The head has it's sort of sculpted to look like a mustachioed man wearing a monocle. But the mouth is a grill that lights up whenever it talks. There's greetings, welcome to Bodrum. I am V3PO. You're welcome to Bodrum Guide. Bodrum's best buddies, fit for any occasion. Try out a Bodrum buddy today.
What is a Bodrum buddy?
Thank
I
you.
am a Bodrum buddy. Provided by the marvelous Baron Bodrum, for very reasonable and completely tax write-offable purposes. No refunds. Ha ha ha.
How much?
Oh, my services today are free. A test drive, as it were.
No, I mean, how much to buy one?
Shit, okay. Quite a lot. Wow, this went off the wall very fast.
I was gonna say,
I like the idea that
Well,
he's
the
so
DM
used to
frantically
people
looks
blowing
as
him
if-
off that he's never been asked that
I
question
will
before.
say, I am not for sale, but other versions would. He's not struggling. Josh is struggling. Run to 1,200 gold pieces as a starter.
Can I pay in mice?
Only gold
Okay.
coins, afraid. Unfortunately.
What do you do?
Delightfully underfunded here. Apologies.
What does V3PO do? He
Yeah.
gestures at his chest, which is gently refrigerated. A glass-fronted case about 5 feet tall and 3 feet wide, that contains a large quantity of potions and vials and scroll cases, all in one of those little windy sort of spring things, so that when it turns, it just ejects out. Awkwardly, the hole that it would eject out of is pretty much exactly where his crotch would be.
I'm not touching that.
The picture is, again, I will share because it's quite good. That's V3. Yeah.
Who doesn't love a crotch potion? He looks kind of like a kobold. It's the way he's standing.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. He's also got like nails sticking out of the wood. This is very much like a prototype. If you have a look inside of him, there is an awful lot of things that you could purchase. For example, healing potions, greater healing potions, potions of acid resistance, fire resistance, thunder resistance, scroll of grease, scroll of acid arrow, scroll of protection, scroll of acid rain, scroll of fly, scroll of fabricate, scroll of mass cure wounds, oil of slipperiness, and a kobold wrist bow.
What's a kobold wrist bow?
I'm not 100% certain. I'm going to imagine it is a hand crossbow that you can mount to your wrist.
It's just a little itty bitty one.
How much?
That one is 60 gold pieces.
He'll take 2.
How long will it take to put 120 gold pieces into the vending machine coin slot?
He doesn't actually have a coin slot. He just takes the money from you. When you go to like pay, he takes the money from you, and then his head hinges open like a trash can or a Canadian person in South Park, and you just he just drops the entire lot down his throat, and you hear a delightful jingle, sort of like "Thank you for your purchase today," sort of emerge from him, and yes, he then cracks open the chilled refrigerated chest piece and removes a pleasantly chilled crossbow, and hands it to Hjord.
2.
Oh, he produces 2.
Do the crossbows need to be chilled?
He says, he pauses, and there is clearly a sort of click, 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 click of the gears audibly turning in his head, and he says, "It contributes to the flavor. Enjoy your meal."
Can I have like one of those healing potions?
I will happily sell you.
Yeah, how much?
A 60 gold pieces each. Though the greater healing potions are 180. Anybody familiar with D&D pricing notices that there's a roughly 20% markup.
Yep.
Yeah, the extra 20% is for the novelty of it being,
handed to you by a mechanical.
Withdrawn by a mechanical vending machine.
Josh,
my dad will
query.
fund me for 2 of them. I'll get 2 healing potions.
True. Absolutely.
Query, Josh. Would this be a hand crossbow, technically?
Yes.
Right. He's going to stow one on his wrist, like fiddle with that, and then he's going to hand the other to Junior. Just, you need some joy in your life. Joy can be found in a crossbow.
Ooh. Fun can be found with a crossbow.
Polly looks worried.
Thanks. Yeah, and I'll buy 2 healing potions if I may.
Yeah.
And then I'll hand one across to Hjort.
Oh.
Thank
There you go. You gave me something. And then I'm just gonna like start tinkering around with the crossbow and start like pretending like I'm gonna shoot someone nearby. Would it actually deal a significant amount of damage, like an actual hand crossbow?
Oh, it's an actual
damage,
It's a
or-
functional hand crossbow.
I'm gonna start like rooting through my pockets to see if I can find like a pop stick or like a candy cane
Yes,
or
it
something
noteworthy did not
that
come
I
with
can
ammunition.
I can like snap off and shoot.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
definitely do that.
Yeah, and I'll just stand to the side. Yeah.
Mr. V3PO,
Yes.
do your services include local knowledge?
My services entirely encompass local knowledge. I am the vendor Mark III Personality 0. My primary function is directing people around Bodrum and the surrounding environs.
Oh, Lovely. I don't suppose
Try
you
Bodrum's
know...
body butts. They don't tire, and they're always for hire.
Cool. I don't suppose you know who the gentleman down there is that keeps shouting that the world's about to end.
Looking, he says that would be Branton Quark, former Bodrum employee.
Former.
And
Why former?
wife, yes.
I am not, again, the sort of click, 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 click. I am afraid I do not possess this information. But he must have done something awful.
And how long has he been unemployed?
Again, click, 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 click. His contract was terminated 2 weeks ago.
That is a really fast decline from unemployed to the end is nigh, guy.
Speaking of a fast decline, try Lady Bodrum's Lucy Laxatives. Release your inner peace today.
I think I'll pass.
What's he shouting about, by the way? He's saying something about end of the world.
Yep, the end is
Do
nigh.
you know anything about that?
Yes.
I'm happy to
He
make a
would
persuasion
say-
check if that helps, but I imagine it doesn't.
No, he would say, I do not know the exact circumstances of Mr. Quark's dismissal. However, he is perpetrating a completely false narrative regarding the nature of our business here in Bodrum. Bodrum was founded on fat mining, and fat mining is what Bodrum does best. Fat mining comes from underneath from the rich seams of fat underneath Bodrum that were provided exclusively from dinosaur bones, not from a dead giant space hamster. I cannot stress enough, not a dead giant space hamster. Try Bodrum's Baron Bodrum's philanthropic fund, making your today okay.
So definitely, positively, absolutely nothing to do with the giant space hamster.
Of course not. They don't even live on this plane.
Right, and they've never been here.
Correct. Now you're getting it. So, clearly, the arrival of a second giant space hamster from space would be, firstly, a new event, and secondly, hugely unlikely.
If it was a second space hamster, it would not be a new event.
Exactly. But it's the first. If it's happening at all, which it's not.
How do you know it wasn't a giant space hamster?
Because it was dinosaurs.
How do you know it was dinosaurs?
Because that is what I have been informed.
Okay.
He is an automaton.
Guys, I feel like a giant space hamster fell here at some point in the past.
I may be stretching the limits of this ability a little bit, but
Good.
Yevler has been sitting here just like sort of pondering this figure the whole time, his opinion of him changing about every second sentence. But as this is said over and over, in an attempt to gauge the truth of the situation, I'd like to use grim psychometry to make a history check to recall information about the sinister or tragic history of my current location.
That's perfect. You certainly
Love
can.
it.
Make a history check.
All right, I do get advantage, which is great because I have a -1 to this.
If you look like you're pondering, I will also give you Bardic, which is a D10.
Oh, thank you. Well, I will likely need to spend it. Well, that is a
1 or
15.
a
I will
15.
spend the D10
Hell yeah.
on top of that to make it a 23.
Wow.
As I think, yeah, you'll see. Actually, I don't think anything visually happens. I think Hevler just kind of goes very still for a moment as he ponders this deeply.
Yeah, okay. Yevler, I think the trick is, yeah, deep and catastrophic events is sort of your wheelhouse. It is not the published history of this place. It is the official line of Bodrum, which is a place on the same plane, on the same planet as Candlekeep, is that it is dinosaurs. It was ancient dinosaurs died, and for some reason their fat is still good. And it's a large sort of communal grave of hundreds of dinosaurs. That's where the fat is being mined from. However, the kobolds who do the bulk of the mining have a separate belief, and it is a myth. It is very much classed as a myth that the creature, rather than being a bunch of dinosaurs, was one giant space hamster that crashed to Earth. Something that is given slight credence by the fact that as you look around, Bodrum is in a crater.
Yeah. Okay.
Are these are they kobolds walking around everywhere as well?
No.
No.
Okay. The population is about 1/3 human, 1/3 halfling, 1/3 gnome. You see maybe a couple of kobolds. They, however, Yevla, you would know from that role that the kobolds make up at least 70% of the workforce in the mines. But they are largely nocturnal and also underground subsurface dwellers, mainly. And, employed gainfully by Bodrum businesses and Baron Bodrum Businesses, Inc. It is very much considered a myth.
So yeah, okay. So it's
Josh, query. Oh, go ahead first.
No, that's okay. That's okay. You can go.
Zach. Query about the gainfully employed thing. As somebody who has a bone to pick with certain gainfully employed creatures in another area,
perhaps gainful employers.
The Scarlet Sage of Solstice. How likely is it that these kobolds are actually gainfully employed and not imprisoned?
Look, they are paid, but they are paid in things that kobolds value.
Right.
So they feel that they are getting the best deal. The fact that they will work for trinkets and glue is neither here nor there. They are happy. The people who they work for are also happy. They're also the only people who will do fat mining because it's horrible. Truly, truly horrendous job. The V3PO would actually ask, may I ask, sirs and madam, where are you hailing from today?
Candlekeep.
My goodness, the Candlekeep. Are you avowed?
Are we?
Yes, the keepers, the people who get the books back.
Oh
yes,
yes, we are. Except for Jingles, he's doing an apprenticeship.
He's an intern.
Well, then you are in the right place. You must be looking for a book. Everyone in town has lost something.
Oh, so everyone who ends up here has lost something.
No, but everyone here has lost something. So you are in good company.
Can you
losing
explain
something
that
is
further?
not why you come. Losing something happens when you are here.
Can you explain that further?
Wait, what? So what? People are going to steal our stuff?
Please make a perception check.
Also, sometime during this this last sort of statement, as Junior is saying that, I think that I can't physically make the noise, but I think Yevle will suddenly snap back to movement as he comes back from his vision with a. It's only for like a second or two, but very much makes that it's like the screaming goats. If you're familiar with them, just makes like a second of just like this full sort of, and then like comes back to, and he's like.
Question: is this something Hjort has heard before?
Oh, as
From
in
you.
the things disappearing, things going missing.
Oh, my roll should not have been.
Ooh, 21.
It should have been a 16.
16.
It rolled at advantage because I have advantage to track certain kinds of creatures.
I would
but,
give it to you.
Uh,
What kind of
Just as
creatures?
sorry, you go.
That's a good question. So it's advantage on. Oh, actually, it'll be from something else. One moment. Oh, never mind. I get an advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell specifically.
Hearing would
And
work.
I don't know. I was gonna say I also don't know if it would apply, but I do have my halberd of warning in case anything near me means me harm.
Nothing means you harm, but
Yeah.
the between the habit of warning and the sense of hearing, I'll give you the advantage. So we have a 17 from Hjort and a 21 from Yevla.
I'm actually at 20 because I have reliable. Is it called reliable?
Reliable talent.
So anything I'm
Nice.
proficient in, yeah, it's treated as a 10 if it's lower than.
Nice.
Honestly, that's the most unrealistic part I've seen so far.
Cool. So with a 13, we are being raided by the Lost Archives. Lost Archives, hello, you bloody champions. How are you? Favorite raider modes up in chat, everybody. We have 2 different ones to choose from. If you've got a cheeky little sub, Lost Archives, good on you guys. Welcome, welcome. We have a giveaway going on. If you would like to type !ticket in chat to go into the draw to win a Control Lord Games voucher, we are playing our Candlekeep Christmas campaign. Thank you very much. It's been a hot minute since we saw your lovely faces as well. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. We are playing our Candlekeep Christmas. We are back for the first episode in our Candlekeep Christmas for this year. We're doing Candlekeep of Misfits and Mysteries, and it's not actually an adventure from Candlekeep this time around, though Karen will be running one in a couple of weeks' time that is. So thank you so much for joining us. How was your game? Tell us all about it as we continue onwards. Sprinkles, you hear a noise that sounds like a chainsaw starting up. It's sort of a but it's clearly coming from within about 10 feet. You're standing in the middle of a busy high street, so that's odd. You all hear that, but Sprinkles would. I'm telling Sprinkles because I don't either. She didn't roll or she rolled very low.
I didn't roll. Sorry. What was I
you can roll
supposed
a
to roll?
perception check if you want. As the
I'm
druid.
extremely perceptive. 26.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yay.
yeah, Hjort, you hear the chainsaw thing, yeah, I imagine it sparks fear in Yevla.
Very much. I fully think actually I'm gonna say particularly with my note before about his sort of weird goat scream as he snaps back to reality. I think it's prompted by that sound, as I think he sort of just turns, whips, looks for it.
Sprinkles, you've just been gifted a D4 bonus
Aw,
by the lovely
yay.
Lost
Nice.
Archives. Thank you very much, Owen.
I
you
will
bloody
use it
champion.
wisely or
Um,
foolishly. I have yet to decide.
Good on you, champion. Thank you. Owen, type !ticket. Because currently Terrace is going to win by default. Which would be fine. Can I request foolishly spend? You certainly can. It probably will be, let's be honest.
I will choose the least significant but most dramatic moment to use
Excellent.
it.
So yeah, you hear a chainsaw noise. And frantically looking around, you detect that it is actually being emitted by a small bird.
Yeffel is rather
It's the size of a finch.
I was gonna say he's rather familiar with birds. I think, given his previous nature as an inanimate statue, they tended to roost on him a bit. And I think, sort of confused, especially if you say it looks like a finch, he will actually sort of reflavoring the original item, but he will actually lift one hand sort of up towards his snout, kind of placing the thumb inside his mouth, and despite the fact that he doesn't have functioning lungs, seems to kind of breathe in, and using the Staff of Bird Calls is going to expend one charge to create a finch's chirp back at it, as he just sort of...
Please make me a charisma saving throw.
Is it mechanical, by the way,
No.
or is it actually?
it's
actually, okay.
Fucking Finch.
I have two possible things that could give me advantage on this. Is this a spell or magical effect, or a charmed or frightened effect?
Maybe the second.
Okay, then I can make the roll with advantage. Which is great because I rolled 2 3s, which means I get a 3.
I love this for you.
Incredible.
So, you have just made a friend.
Incredible, yes. Love
The
it.
sawbird, which is a native of these parts, and has learned to mimic the sound of a chainsaw starting up. Bodrum is home to a rare sawbird. This finch-like avian has adapted its song to confuse predators. It sounds like a mechanical saw cutting through wood for some reason, and is quite unpleasant. Luckily for the birds, there is very little logging in the area. Sawbirds frequently confuse lumberjacks with potential mates. It is not a clever bird. It has, however, confused you with a potential mate, as you just made a noise like a finch. And so it is now... it flutters over and lands in your antlers, and it will, every now and again, unless you make it go away, make a chainsaw noise.
I do think, Yevla actually quite likes birds, and as disconcerting as the noise is, once it settles on his head and he doesn't feel it literally, soaring into him or, woodpecking or anything like that, he doesn't feel any sort of damage to himself, I think he'll slowly raise up a finger and scratch at it as he just...
Ah, you are blessed. The native sawbird is a pleasant creature, though rather stupid. It probably believes you to be a friend.
Oh, well, I would say that's right.
If you are looking for a friend,
fella, aren't you?
Bodrum Tarfat will get you almost warm for almost the price.
That sentence doesn't make sense.
Is there a setting in you to turn off all the advertisements, or is that just going to keep happening?
It will until the DM runs out of them. There aren't very many left.
Then you'll have to make up your own.
Yeah.
Does anybody else want to buy anything?
No. Further to the perception check.
Sorry.
Sorry, I just really enjoyed the meaningless one. Then two of you, then a couple of others actually noticed the important one. A 17 noticed the sawbird. The 21s, I think, of which there were two.
I was one of the 21s.
Yep. Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh, baby. Hi. Hi.
Yes. The 21 notices that the Doomcrier has stopped and left. And a 26 from Holly notices that Junior's pocket is about to be picked by a kobold.
I'm just going to quickly remind myself what weapons Holly is carrying currently.
I think a quarterstaff.
I was going to say, that is the best possible response. A small kobold is about to pickpocket you. What weapons do I have?
So...
The kobold would appear to be an adolescent, you would guess a teenager.
Yeah, so unfortunately for the kid, she's actually carrying a scimitar currently. But
And
because
Holly
she's
ascribes to the Middle Eastern theory of a hand for a hand.
No, Holly's not a total bitch. She's just going to smack him with the flat of it.
Right, okay.
She's basically, it's going to be so fast. Basically, she's been distracted by the little bird going, and then just turn around just in time to see it. And in one swift movement, you can hear the twang as the scimitar bounces off the
Could you please make me an attack roll with that scimitar?
Oh, yeah.
Off comes a finger.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, 24.
Nice.
24. Yeah, you hit this exactly the way you intend. And the kobold screeches. It leaps about a foot off the ground, and from it falls a couple of insects. before it scurries away. And one of the pamphlets, similar but a different one, it's got basically all the same details, but it's clearly a different version of the same thing, drops to the ground, and it skitters away.
Can you not try and intercept him?
You can certainly try. Make a grapple check. Strength it's strength and athletics.
Athletics.
Gotta be faster next time, kitty.
I kind of look down.
That's a
I'm
14.
Like, huh? What happened?
The kobold, you grab it by it's wearing a little like waistcoat, and that's what the you grab it by the waistcoat, and its arms just effortlessly fly back like it's doing the bow of the Titanic. And it's flying, Jack, and it flies away from you, screeching in panic. And you are left holding a grubby little leather waistcoat that a couple of crickets or grasshoppers
Hjort is
are
going to
flying around.
Yeah, Hjort will prestidigitate the waistcoat and feed the crickets to the mice. He's got about 103 in his antlers, so.
Yeah, you do that.
Mice are omnivorous. Fun fact.
What did I just miss? I was like too busy like dicking around with my little candy cane crossbow.
You nearly
Scale a
got
little,
robbed.
please.
You're welcome.
What? I mean, what? Thanks.
Is Junior too big for this waistcoat?
No, he's probably about the right size.
Yeah, because he has prestidigitated it, so he's just going to sort of drop it on you.
It's still a kobold-made waistcoat, but
You nearly got robbed,
good
and now you've
night.
got a free waistcoat. It's looking up.
I usually wear like branded gear, so no.
Okay.
Thanks though. Crossbow's cool, thanks. I mean,
even
yeah.
know what a
Should we
brand
go
is.
talk? Should we go? Like, maybe not talk in front of. What's your name, robot dude?
I am V3PO. You can call me VPO for short.
Right.
VPO, do you mind waiting here while we go try and find the end of the world, man?
You certainly can. His place of business is just down the street. Bardic Tales is raiding with a big party. Thank you for joining us. Pensions, HR, and healthcare a bore? Well, here's a solution unions abhor. Buy a butler, a bodyguard, a laborer today. We'll dispatch them right to you, without delay, for a minimum of 1,200 gold pieces.
I'm already walking off. Like,
Union busting? That's low, V3PO.
Not union busting, just it's more like scabs.
Okay, I'm going that way. You stay there, okay? Bye.
yeah, or
I
go
feel
like
like-
elsewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, and anyone who hasn't gone to walk away is going to be grabbed by the arm by Holly and towed away.
I think Hevler is still just kind of looking, not sure what to think about this robot.
Okay, Hevler, we're going this way. Come on, buddy.
Raiders, thank you very much for the raid, you bloody champions. It's lovely to have you. Please throw !ticket up in chat. We have a giveaway going on at the moment. So ticket in chat to go into the draw to win. We have a voucher for Troll Lord Games online store going. So yes, drop a ticket in chat, and currently there is a very good chance of winning. The draw will be done at the end of the stream. We are in a place called Bodrum, a company town, which it's quite nice, but apparently the end of the world is nice. So yes, you have joined us at a great time. But thank you so much for your raid. How was your day? How was your game? Tell us all about it. We'd love to see, and we will continue the stream. You trudge along the street down towards. You adjusted towards Branton Quark's Chop Shop, which is definitely on the idiosyncratic side of the businesses in the town. you head past a couple of other places that are a little bit. You basically down one sort of side, partial side alley, and in it is a lot of the sort of more unusual shops. There is Dr. Dulot's Herpetological Sanctuary, Baron Bodrum's, the Hatterdashery, and also off to you can see off in the distance Baron Bodrum's Young Workers Primary School.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
Yeah,
Damien would
that's
love
sus.
this place.
Damien would love this place. And heading
how
inside,
equity is.
you enter Brandon Quark's chop shop. Well, you get to the door anyway and find it locked.
Anyone mind if I, knock?
Isn't like that Branton the dude, the crier dude, or no?
Yeah, same dude, Jingles. Same dude.
Then don't we just go talk to him?
Well, presumably he's in here now.
Oh, he stopped. Sorry, I didn't realize the
No,
town crier
he'd
had
gone and
stopped.
run away.
Oh, apologies. Sorry.
That was the
No,
thing
that's
only Holly noticed.
Oh, that would be yes.
Oh no,
I'm
no,
just
sorry.
role-playing.
Jingles and Jingles and Havler did notice that.
Yeah.
Rolled high enough to notice that.
Got it. Okay.
You might have You might have tuned in. He did it. He stopped and ran round about the same time that Candlekeep was mentioned.
Ah.
So yeah, it is a rundown corrugated iron paneled warehouse that looks like it might well be filled with junk. Yeah, it's got like stuff piled up in rows outside, like things have partially been dismantled. There are at least a couple of other sort of, certainly bits of automata, and other just large machinery, magical versions of things that you would not you would expect to find in our modern world. Actually, sort of, there is a typewriter or something that a person from our world would identify as a typewriter, but it's huge, like 6 feet across. It looks more like a piano, and it's in significant disrepair. That sort of things sort of lying around. As you come up to the door is a wooden one with a grubby pane of glass, and on the inside is hanging an open-closed sign which has been flipped to closed. Holly knocks on the door.
If no one raises any objections, yeah. And because Holly is an irritatingly happy sort of person, she knocks out a little tune.
And you hear from inside, sorry, we're closed.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but you see, it's very urgent. It's about the end of the world.
That's poppycock. The world's not ending. Don't be silly. That's just a daft but well-intentioned man, I think.
You don't believe that?
Will a bit of money get the door open? Kind of whisper into the crack.
Make
Not
a...
whisper, but say it like that quietly.
Yeah. Make a persuasion check.
I will give
Gladly.
you bardic.
I don't think you need to. I've got a 23.
23.
I will not give you bardic.
Investors? Okay. Come right on in.
I mean, your words, not mine, but
yeah, he cracks open the door and well, actually, you hear a sort of frantic. It sounds like someone is frantically folding a bedsheet.
So he's desperately trying to get out of the Tiamat onesie as quick as he
You
can.
hear tearing fabric and it's like cursing under someone's breath. It's like, no, just go, take it. It's fine. Leave me be. And then comes to the door. It's not initially how he's described, but I am definitely thinking Dylan Moran in Black Books. And comes to the door and opens it, and then like frantically sort of shapes his hair into something approaching a hairstyle, just sort of hello, Brandon Quark at your service. Welcome to the Chop Shop. Entrepreneur, engineer, inventor extraordinaire at your service.
Recently unemployed. Kind of just like walk in.
Self-employed.
Hands in my pocket.
You sort of bust past him. And he's like, always been self-employed, but the Bodrum businesses and I parted ways recently. Yes. Bidding contract. I'm sure everything will be sorted out.
Would you like a half-drunk mug of hot chocolate?
Oh, that's very kind.
It's only had a couple of birds' faces in it, so it should be good.
Sprinkles looking at him a little bit more closely. Can you please make an insight check?
Ooh. Un momento. Am I insightful? I am insightful.
You are quite
24
insightful.
to insight.
He has not been eating
Brandon Quark.
well recently. He's a little bit like he has the look of a man who used to be quite not fat by any stretch, but he's lost quite a bit of weight quite quickly recently. So the skin is a little loose, and his complexion is rather sallow. It looks like he's spending he's not getting enough sleep. He's definitely spending more time inside than he should, and generally just there is, I think, with a 24, a tinge of mania. Not full bore a madman, but just a little bit.
He's just like the hinge is barely hanging on.
It's starting to get to him a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I was like, someone have any snacks by any chance?
I always have snacks.
I'll like toss one of those marshmallows to you that was handed to me earlier.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, anyway, come in. Welcome. Yes, you enter. Inside the warehouse is filled with junk, schematics of automatons. Looking around, you actually notice one that looks like a precursor to V3PO.
Mhm.
As in a diagram of one, a schematic of one.
Yeah. So this is
you
the
also
ousted
see-
golden child.
You also see a rusty mech suit with 2 left feet. What you would guess is a printing press. Working in a library, you would probably recognize that. However, it's clearly been modified, and there is a speaker horn on the top. And a vending machine in one corner as well that is completely full of food and snacks, and it appears all good.
But
Look,
presumably
we're not here to jingle your bell. What's going on? Like, you're out there. We saw you in your costume. And like, what's going on? There's some end of the world thing.
That is a rumor.
I'll pull out a gold coin. I'll pull out my coin first, basically, right? And I'll start going and like rolling a coin on my fingers because I got high sleight of hand. And then I'll put one coin in the middle of my hand every like maybe 20 seconds, and then I'll pull out another coin and start rolling it on my fingers and putting another coin down as the conversation proceeds, basically.
He says, "Look, he gestures around himself and says, 'Good sirs, madam. Clearly, investors are always welcome, but I am not not for sale. not that there isn't anything to discuss. Happy to talk. The rumor mill is awash in the town, and my twin brother may have been fanning the flames a little bit of that. However, I would never be so foolish.
One of the heads is still on your arm, sir.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's not. But he's bluffing.
Oh, I see. Make a deception check.
To see if he panic checks it.
Yes.
No, I swear. That's some
That's
other
a
head of
23.
Tiamat.
It's a 23. I'm gonna roll for it.
All of a sudden you hear a...
Yeah,
I
you
was going to
do.
say, okay, I will say, I actually pulled up a chainsaw sound effect on my phone, and I was attempting to periodically play it at opportune moments, but it appears it's being noise gated out, so that is not on the table.
Hey, look, the noise gate's good. A 23. Yeah, he. I rolled reasonably, but his eyes do flicker to his hand quickly. As it's sort of. He then looks down at the printing press, and like sitting ready to be hung on it is a poster proclaiming the end of the world is nigh. And he says, yes, look, it
sounds like a great tragedy.
It's a joke
I don't believe you.
for
Where's your
the
brother?
solstice, a prank.
It's not very funny.
It's not a joke.
Oh.
He's lying.
I'm just going to start taking coins out of my hand now as he starts to try and like deceive a little bit, or like, you know, I'll start taking coins away.
Every
well,
time
look.
you tell a Porky, Jingles is gonna put more of that lovely clink back in his pocket.
Well, look. All right. Yes, I'll acknowledge it. It's a porky. It is a the kobolds have got it into their heads rather. And I think there might well be some truth to it. These prophecies, it's worth warning people at least.
Why exactly do you think there might be some truth to it?
Well, because the whole thing about dinosaurs is a lie, and Bodrum's been telling everybody not to. It's not true. It's not true. Everything Bodrum says is a lie. Everything he says is wrong and backwards. So if he says it isn't, I give it some thought that it might be at the very least.
It's not the worst logic.
You've met one of the bots, right? You've met one of those bosom buddy.
Those union-busting, clanking bastards.
Yes. Well, busting, no, but yeah. Look. I never intended for them to take the place of hard-working folks, well, my designs were apparently too expensive anyway, so he didn't like them, and I lost my job. But that's beside the point. It's not. I think it's worth considering. I think it's worth worrying about. And if a giant space hamster is coming, the prophecy says it's in the next day or so. Well, the prophecy says specifically tomorrow at dawn. But look, kobolds aren't the best at timekeeping, so give it a window of 48 hours or so, I would say.
As this is happening, given that one of them left behind their jacket when Hjort tried to grab it, presumably we have that somewhere.
Oh yeah.
I think it's probably hanging off his one of his antlers right now.
Well, I was gonna say just like he'll try, and if I'm being completely honest myself, he'll completely fail to be subtle about this, as I think he'll walk over, take a small sort of like sniff in the direction of the jacket, and then stepping away from it, do I get the scent of kobold elsewhere in this workshop? Because if we heard him talking to someone
advantage
else,
on the check.
I wonder whether there might be someone snooping about.
Yeah, you have advantage on the check.
All right. I do indeed. Dirty 20.
Filthy 20 or a filthy 18. Pretty good. Yeah, you definitely do.
Nice.
There is at least one other kobold in here right now.
I do think that I don't think he's just gonna go search for them, because but I think he will turn to him and just. I assume you heard all this from your kobold friends. Where are they? I know I can smell one of them.
Oh, no. That's my assistants you're smelling. Haha. That is kobold. Kobold! And two different kobolds appear. And so this is Quobold, and this is Quobold. And you notice that Quobold doesn't have any hair.
Kobolds have hair?
No, but none of them do. But it was like, you notice that's why Quobold. Quobold and Kobold are my assistants. And yeah, so there are two little kobolds. You would guess one is male, one is female.
Hello.
And
yeah, Hjort would like to get down on their level and offer them some cheese that's probably not been entirely nibbled on by mice.
neither of them are down a waistcoat.
Hmm.
Okay, good.
Hi.
So
Sorry.
Their
two
common
of
isn't
you.
fantastic. They have a few words, but and you would notice they're youngsters. They're teens.
What do they speak? Do they speak Draconic?
Draconic.
Hjort speaks Draconic.
They would say greeting in common, and then eagerly take the cheese. Yes, but yes, they weren't the ones who told me. I actually told them. But the workers down in the mines had this sort of prophecy, and I've seen, because I've been down. It's not dinosaurs. It can't be. It's all too uniform. The bones are far too large. I know what dinosaur bones look like, and also it wouldn't have lasted that long. That's how fossils work. Fossilized fat is very different. It's nowhere near as tasty.
Why is there some sort of prophecy that the end is nigh, though? Because what's that got to do with the fact they're mining something that's already underground, right?
Well, you've seen how big the hole that the last one made was.
You're saying another one's going to come.
Yes, I believe that is the prophecy, but that's what they're saying. I am repeating the prophecy because it sounds like I worry it could be legitimate.
And what do you base that on? What do they base that on?
Well, no, I'm basing it on what the kobolds are saying, and the company is denying it. And whenever the company denies something, I take a jolly good look. What the kobolds are saying is, well, they've got a sort of communal racial memory and something of a religion as well. Yeah, that's what they're basing it on, but they've been right before.
Do you have, or they have, any contacts that may know more than you? And I'll start flipping coins back in my hand again.
He says,
yeah.
You could ask around the town. If you don't mind me asking, why are you? I believe you're from the Candlekeep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, is your job to just sort of go to places and look into what's going on, or are you looking for something?
Probably both, to be honest. So your little flyer appeared to have brought us here, which usually means either there is Candlekeep property in the area that needs to be retrieved, or some sort of magical shenanigans are taking place. Or both.
You can make an insight check. Any two of you can make an insight check, but probably Sprinkles.
Not me.
I believe Sprinkle's insight is plus 11, so she's pretty insightful. 28!
28.
Oh.
Okay. Sprinkles, a shiver runs down his spine when you mention looking for something that's missing.
Couldn't help but notice that little you did when I mentioned things being missing.
Well, yes. Look, I am an inventor, and so I first heard about this prophecy about 6 months ago, and I solve problems. That's how I do it. That's what I do. So my first instinct was to if giant space hamster is coming, we need something to fight it off with.
A giant trampoline.
That's not a bad thought, but that's not where my mind went. So I headed to the Candlekeep, marvelous place, and took out on a loan part of it was sort of one part of the series of they were called the Candlekeep Deconstruction. Felt very oddly all with K's, and in it was some plans for a large machine, basically, that no one had ever managed to actually build, because they didn't have the wherewithal, the knowledge, and the know-how. And well, that's my sort of thing. So I borrowed, and I was allowed to. I was given the it was all done legitimately. However, I have misplaced the tome. My suspicion is that it's been stolen. And the reason I suspect that is because practically everybody in town's had something stolen in the last couple of weeks.
I don't suppose you could describe this book to us. And Holly's pulled out like a little detective notepad and just like flipped it open.
It's not really. It was more not a book. It was more of a sort of folio, A2 size, blue pages, white lines. It was blueprints. Not unlike this actually. And he shows them. He said, "This is a copy I took and made, but it's not the original." And he shows you. I'll show you a picture. But it's been rather defaced. I don't know how well you can see, but it looks like a giant mechanical lizard or dragon.
Just spitballing here. How exactly did you think that a giant mechanical lizard was better than a giant space hamster?
Better than no, but similar. Strong enough to fight.
Is that the one from the poster?
No. The poster is supposed to be a perspective shot, so it's a kobold looking up and being terrified at the incoming, but still quite small because it's a long way away, hamster.
Okay.
Who do they suspect is doing all the stealing?
I haven't the faintest. I mean, people have looked into it, but it's Company Town doesn't really do police so much. It's more a sort of security force, and their main job is protecting company property rather than everybody else's property. So, not a lot of like enforcement around here. I mean, so even the kobolds are going missing.
What?
Wait, like whole kobolds?
Well, yeah. So apparently, about 2/3 of all the miners aren't showing up for work anymore. Speak of union
So
busting.
we've got
Really concerning.
Not that I think the kobolds are unionized. I don't know. Would have to. Yeah.
Is there like a head kobold we can speak to?
If there
That you
is,
know
I
of?
do not know them. Actually, and then
Do they?
he chitters something in Draconic to Kobold and Kobold, and
What is it? He says?
and Hjort, who has not revealed his capacity to speak Draconic, he says, "Head Kobold, is there one?" And and the two of them nod vigorously and says, Kobold. Specifically, so I should say, if you were going to write their names down. Kobold, the first one is Quobald, and the second one would be Cobald. The way that they pronounce this name would imply that there is a W somewhere in it. Quobald.
Interesting.
And they nod vigorously.
I don't speak Draconic, but did he say Quobald?
Kobold.
Yes, I believe a kobold called Quobald is, I believe, the correct pronunciation. It's difficult without a lizard larynx.
And
Just speaking theoretically, if the company was aware that a giant space hamster was going to crash into the town, but didn't want anyone else to know about it, would they theoretically be trying to create some way to deflect aforementioned giant space hamster? Or would they just be making sure they're not going to get squished when it lands?
Well, all of their assets are here. Probably. Yeah? I actually hadn't gone full circle on that. That's not bad thought. Well done. Nice.
Except after it's dealt with the giant hamster, they will have a giant mechanical lizard with which to oppress the people of... What's this place called again?
Bodrum.
Bodrum! That's the one.
Named
Bodrum.
after the guy who owns it and runs it.
Yeah.
And,
He'll have a, union busting's going to be a fond memory for you guys.
Yeah. Which would also explain where all the kobolds have gone. So I lost my job to kobolds, essentially. Kobolds are brilliant artificers. Though, between you and I don't even understand how half of their stuff works. Like, it actually shouldn't. It's kind of like they think it does, so it does.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's 40k orc
Wow.
logic.
I was gonna say we're
I was
getting
literally
orc
just
with
about
it
to say
then.
orcs
Yep.
of 40k. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Alright,
read
good.
this in the book and I was like, fuck yes, I love this mechanic.
Or what the original the D&D one? What was it? It was the Kuatoa.
yeah,
making
they
things
do
gods.
similar. Yeah.
So
Hmm.
they believe it works, so it does. What happens if they stop believing it's going to work?
Then it stops. Often quite
Right.
inconveniently. And it usually just sort of falls apart.
What happens if they stop believing that there's going to be a space hamster flying in? Isn't
don't-
that like a solution?
I mean, I don't think so. I hope not, because I've actually kind of been fanning the flames at that one a little bit. Like not in a bad way, but I have been sort of making everybody else aware of it, which will have the sort of knock-on effect of convincing more kobolds.
I'm pretty sure I saw a mediocre movie starring Dustin Hoffman that was around this concept.
Got me.
The Sphere?
But
There's a sphere, right? Where they touch the mystical orb and then anything they can imagine becomes real?
that one, no, yeah, that one's passed me by, I think. But
I don't even know what a Dustin Hoffman is.
You're very quiet, Terrace,
Oh.
by the way.
No
At least you are
idea.
to me.
I don't even know what a Dustin Hoffman is.
but
Sounds like it needs cleaning.
Yes.
I love that. Yeah, he says, they don't just have the ability to just make anything happen if enough of them believe in it. So I don't think it's more sort of make mechanical things work if they want them to. Sort of enough of them work on something. It's not just sort of they don't manifest anything. Otherwise, we would spend our entire lives convincing them that, the sky rained gumdrops and, I don't know, stuff like that.
Gold coins, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not gold coins, that'd hurt.
Well,
So,
yeah. Cloudy
Can
with a
one
chance
of-
of meatballs sort of thing.
Can maybe, like, for some money, can one of your two employees maybe take us to this kobold?
He says, he turns to them and chitters something in Draconic, which, Hjort, you understand to mean, money, shiny sparkles, take to kobold? Kobold, that's it, kobold.
Whoa. Yes.
And
Whoa.
they both look extremely excited and very eager to help, but shake their heads. Like they both go, oh my goodness, fuck. And then they have a serious argument. One of them is it goes, yes, shit. And then one of them goes, no wait, I've got it. And then they have a very bitter argument between themselves. One of them seems to be like they have realized, yes, that would be great. Shinies is awesome. Shit, we don't actually know where he is. And then one of them goes, wait, we could just say that we know where he is. Take the shinies. And then the second one goes, no, that is right. That's a great idea. And then they both turn to you guys and nod and say, we take to kobold. Give shinies first.
Shinies only on delivery, he says in Draconic.
Nice.
The one who did not incept the idea. So the one who I would say it's the female who who suggested, no, we lie. And then the other one, she looks disappointed, but the first one goes, that's fine, we take to kobold. And then she hits him and says, we don't know where kobold is. And then he turns to her and says, they don't know that.
Yes, I do.
No, you speak kobold. He says in kobold that you have also been speaking.
Yeah, just.
And then she slaps him again and says, he speak kobold now, but not understand kobold. And then
I admire his optimism.
And then, Branton comes in and says, sorry, guys, they also understand kobold. And the two of them just sort of,
I've got games to get to. Can you just point us in the direction of someone that can help us? Because you're not really helping all that much.
Okay, you could ask around town. Other people have been stolen. They might have seen things or clues.
I think Heavily just kind of stutters a few times because he doesn't really know what to say, and I'll just say for comedic effect, as he just points to the jacket hanging from Hjort's antlers, and just that came from one who tried to steal from us.
Other kobolds may be able to help you. The town's basically infested. They're great. We love them. But, yeah.
Strange choice of words for something you love.
And then Branton points at the antlers and says, how would you describe those? I presume you like them, but...
I do.
I think
Very
that's
much.
their home.
Well, the kobolds live here too. It's definitely their home, but I would say you've got an adorable infestation there.
Damien tells me I don't understand the finer points of language, so that's fair.
I suppose I'm being politely derogatory, or friendlily joking.
The only word from that phrase that Hevle understood was polite, and he just goes, okay, all's good then.
Yeah, you're just going to go, these small creatures are my friends. They've been with me for several years now.
Same with these guys. Raised them from the egg.
Yes. Practically family.
Oh, no practically about it.
Yes.
They're in my will, and I'm in theirs. Made sure of it.
Huh.
What do I get when you die?
Oh, everything. If I die first.
And if they die first?
Well, the same, but they have they're siblings, so you know it's they first priority. I'm not. That sounds more nefarious than it is.
Hjorta's going to give them each a gold coin and another large hunk of cheese.
They
wish-
scream in joy. One of them actually
wish
makes a
Damien's
passable impression
here.
of a chainsaw.
Heavily jumps.
I've got about 3 coins in my hand at this point in time, as I've been slowly adding them and subtracting them, depending on how compliant he is. And I'll put the 3 gold coins in his hand and say, I mean, look, thanks, I guess. And then I'll just walk out.
I think just as one last thing as well as we're going to leave, I think Heavler's going to point to you said fully stocked, like decent looking vending machine in the corner and just, if you're hungry, why aren't you eating?
He says, "Oh, you're welcome to try. That one, I haven't worked out the kinks yet. I'll be honest. It was a commission.
Does it speak?
You put money in. No, it doesn't speak. No, God, no. No, you put money in, and it has. I've yet to figure out how to make it put the food out, and it's very secure. That was the main push of the commission, was to make a theft-proof vending machine. I did too good of a job, I would say. The last time I tried to get food out that I had paid for, well, that's where the black eye came from.
May I?
On your head be it. No refunds.
Sprinkles is sounded like, okay, this I want to watch.
Slow nod as I think Hevler, I'm not going to fully sort of like activate everything, but you will, I think, for those who've traveled with him before, there will be a familiar sort of cracking noise as some of the sort of edges of the twigs that make up his body that are bound by string at all the joints begin to sort of splinter outwards, and his horns grow a bit in size as he's going to use his hybrid transformation and is going to step up to the vending machine and attempt to punch a hole through the glass in the front of it.
I should just say, hey Leon, hey Castellan, good to see you guys. Feel free to type !ticket in chat. We have a giveaway to draw at the end of the session, so please, put a ticket up in chat. Lovely to see you guys. Thank you for joining us. Yevle, you try to break into the unbreak-intoable vending machine.
I do indeed.
You do that. Yevle, do you qualify as a construct out of mild curiosity?
By definition, like mechanically, no, but we haven't discussed it. If we wanted to say he did, I would be open to the idea because he very much is.
Mechanically, I think he has to be a creature. He has to be
mechanically, he's both humanoid and fey.
Right.
Mechanically, he's just fey because he's a satyr.
Right. Oh, right.
So it's up to you whether we qualify him as fey because of whatever happened to bring him to life, or if we say he's a construct.
I would say both in this instance.
Okay.
Just because it's relevant to the thing.
Sure.
You punch a hole in the glass, or you certainly attempt to. Can you please make me an athletics check? Or an attack roll. I think the attack roll would come in around about the same number, though.
I think my attack roll is 2 better.
Oh, do that then.
But I believe I may actually have... I have advantage on strength checks while I'm transformed.
All right, we'll do that.
So he will instead do an athletics.
Bardic.
I would say that is up to your discretion.
Yeah.
I will give you Bardic.
Sure thing. I'll take it. My advantage athletics checks is 2 21s.
Wow.
And I may as well burn the D10 because they don't last very long anyway. So we'll add another 3 for a 24.
A 24.
I don't think Hevler comprehends, like, I know he hears sort of like, oh, this one gave me a black eye or whatever. Hevler just knows he's strong and goes, well, I mean, it shouldn't be that hard, and just walks up to it and
You punch a hole clean into this thing. And from around your fist just goes straight through the glass, which is, you feel, almost an inch thick. And you're like, it's strong. A 24 was the number you needed to penetrate this thing.
I'm glad
Yeah.
I gave you bardic.
in its soft gap.
Yeah, it's very firm gap, but it's still a gap. It'll do. It is also an icy cold gap, and you are going to take. It is quite a bit, I'm afraid.
Such is life.
6 and 7 on the dice makes it 13. 26 points of cold damage, primarily to the arm that punctured this thing, as it is absolutely freezing in there, sort of 100 below. It is Arctic as it comes. The pressurized cold air, which obviously makes it even worse because pressurized lowers the temperature, jets out and just freezes your arm, and it's really quite unpleasant. But you do puncture the casing. You took double damage because you are a construct.
Yeah, gotcha. That makes sense. I think he takes the damage. I think, I guess as a construct, and from the way he's been described so far, I don't know that he necessarily feels cold, but definitely feels pain, and sort of just will pull back from it, and sort of just shakes his hand and looks at the machine annoyed, and just goes, will turn back to the man, sort of clutching his arm a little bit as he'll allow the transformation to fade, and the twigs don't like magically mend themselves, but do kind of like stop bristling up so much, so he looks less spiky, and he'll turn back and just you might have to fix the cold, but it's open.
Evelyn.
Thank you.
Evelyn.
Hmm.
Tilt it and give it a shake.
Sorry?
Tilt it and give it a shake. Make the things fall out of the hole.
Smart. As he grabs the back of the machine and
A whole mess of extremely refrigerated food items fall out, including two jars of Bodrum tar fat, and a vial of Lady Bodrum's Lucy laxatives.
The door will crack open. You guys all right? What's going on?
We're fine.
Do you want some laxatives?
Nah, all good. I'll shut the door again.
Yevler will, having shaken as much as he can get out of it without like full lifting it at this point, which I don't think he'd be necessarily capable of, he will just sort of do his best, you know, when you're like moving like a large wardrobe or something, and you kind of like do the like pick up a corner at a time and like walk it, and just kind of walks it so that it is now facing the corner, so the cold isn't just blowing into the room, and just pushes it against the wall, and then just
the wall immediately begins to sort of ice up, and he goes,
Look,
"Well,
it'll be
thanks.
It'll be amazing in summer."
Oh, yeah, no, it's actually already giving me an idea. Hey, look, I did warn you, and I mean, that's part of one of the security features. But
well then,
I might figure out a different way of getting the food out, but that was helpful. Thank you.
Well then, it worked spectacularly because that was painful and unpleasant. But
Looking
food. And we'll just start walking towards the door, having done his job.
Looking at the food, Hjortis had an idea, and he would like to run it past the party. It's just, I've had a bit of an idea about finding this Quobold character, or at least a lead into how. Yeah, a lead into how. I have a little spell called Magnificent Mansion. If we were to get the two kobolds in there to spread the word that, we'll say, the first 95 kobolds to enter the mansion get free snackies, perhaps we can convince them to give us information.
Yes.
A kobold ball, if you will.
Damien does say
A kobold.
incentives
A
work best.
kobold?
Oh, a coball.
Yes.
Mm.
And afterwards, you can say that the mansion has been coballed.
Yes.
Indeed.
Right. Excellent. Well, these guys are gonna head outside. I think
Yeah.
we will have a short little breaklet there. At that splendid juncture. A
As I was
strained and
trying to-
uncomfortable. I think we need some of Lady Bodrum's Lucy laxatives to help ease that strained and uncomfortable pun through the works there. But there we go. Alrighty, we'll be back in 5 to 10. Type exclamation mark ticket in chat if you have not already done so, and we will see you very shortly. Everybody, say goodbye, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Vast ahoy and g'day, mateys. Indeed. It's lovely to see you folks. Hey, Phoenixy Wacky, how you going? John, you bloody champion. John,
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you need it, but type exclamation mark ticket in chat to go into the draw to win a Troll Lord Games voucher if you're interested. Thanks for joining us, you bloody champion. We are back in Candlekeep. We're not actually in Candlekeep. We are doing a Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting thing, but we're doing it in our Candlekeep setting because it's fun to do that. And currently we are, this is of Misfits and Mysteries. The gang is solving a mystery of a bunch of stuff going missing. And has just chatted with a chap called Branton Quark, an inventor and entrepreneur at large. Yeah, got a few of those kicking around already. Yeah, fair enough. John is also affiliated with Troll Lord Games, so he probably isn't in need of one. In fact, it is how I met the Troll Lord of the Games in the first place, so good on you, John. They met Branton Quark. Branton Quark's like, hey, I totally am not spreading rumors about an incoming giant space hamster. All right, fine, I am, but it's not rumors. I actually think there's a decent chance it might be real. And look, you have no evidence to the contrary, and he did make a valid point about the lying company that always lies might be lying about this one too.
As always, capitalism is the bad guy, and we love it.
Yes.
I may have modified the story slightly, and my politics may be showing.
Oh no! Among like-minded friends, that's crazy.
Oh no.
As you leave Branton Quark's chop shop, Yavle nursing his frozen or recently defrosted arm, you find the town is littered in a rain of frogs, which is listed on the pamphlet you had as one
Are they
of
wearing
the
crowns? Because I'm pretty certain it said a rain as in R-E-I.
I did also wonder about
He
that.
did say that, and they are all frogs, and there are hundreds. They are not doing anything unpleasant. They're just sort of around, and yeah, there are hundreds of becrowned frogs. The crowns are manufactured of little junk, basically. A few are paper, but the vast majority are sort of scrap metal. Each one has a little strap connecting it underneath the frog's chin to hold it on. And the frog seems singularly unbothered by the entire thing, and are just sitting around. You come out and there is just croaking noises everywhere, and you're like, huh, weird.
Croaking chorus.
I don't want to be the voice of doom here, but wasn't this one of the signs that the end was nigh?
It was.
It was. Mm-hmm. And then probably call in the door You might want to come have a look at this, Branton.
Branton comes up, sort of his hands. He's cleaning coolant off his hands with a rag. Is it? Oh, huh. Well, I thought at first it is because they can't. It's because my printer can't spell, but that's accurate.
Hmm.
I have a text to speech thing for my poster maker, and it used the wrong spelling, but hey, look, it was right.
Rain
Right.
frogs. Huh.
It's part of the prophecy, so hey, who knew?
We need to find this kobold character. Do you think your friends, the siblings, would help us get the word out that there will be a kobold ball?
I'm sure they will if they're here. Kobold, kobold, and he shouts down, and well, no response is in evidence.
Hmm.
Well, they were here a minute ago. They come and go as they please. Free spirits.
I see.
There are no chemicals in the water that do anything to the frogs, Leon Shields. And even if they did, frogs actually, male frogs have a release call.
They're turning the frogs gay.
Turn the freaking frogs game. Frogs game. Frogs game.
Most male frogs have a release call if another male frog sort of hops on. It's sort of a, hey, I'm a male too. You're like socially, I'm fine with this, but reproductively, this is a cul-de-sac. Like,
just a heads up.
leave it, Barry. You're making a fool of yourself.
Reproductively, this is a cul-de-sac. I love that. That's going in my favorite moments.
That is, I'm going to be very
Already
clear.
in
That
the-
is a Bill Bailey quote. That is
Doesn't matter.
not
You said
where
it
I get the
tonight, and it was
information.
very funny.
Yeah, it's a good one. So yeah, they do not appear in evidence.
Hmm.
Huh.
Are there any other kobolds around? In
Make
line
a
of
perception
sight?
check.
Can I help by jingling a coin purse?
You can give the help action. 22 is
Yes.
pretty good.
22.
Nice.
But it is a help action, so you can have an advantage, Junior.
25.
Alrighty.
I
Excellent.
23 perceive if there are any kobolds
and,
around.
Holly 23s. A 23 and a 25. Sprinkles, you hear the clattering of claws down another street. Junior, you catch a glimpse out of the corner of your eye of a tail whipping around a corner. The same direction.
You guys. Sorry. Yeah, only you guys see it. Does anyone
I
point it
think there's a kobold that way.
That way!
Maybe let's go.
I think Yevla just takes off at a full sprint. Is going to dash after the thing.
Why are we running?
I do
start
cover
running as well.
100 feet with a dash.
Wow.
Holly's not even going to try to keep up with you. She's just going to assume you're going to achieve the task and follow sedately.
Yevla is a fast boy.
You
I like your style.
make Yevla, you can do 100 feet in a round. Make a, I'm going to say this is a to capture roll. How would you go about snagging a kobold that is apparently running from you?
I genuinely think it would just be. God, I wish I was smarter. But I think that it would probably just be run down and try to grapple them.
Make me an intelligence check.
Oh, God.
Sure. Hey, that's better than average. It's an 11.
All right, yeah, 11. You round the corner and you see I think you hear, and your hearing is very good. the clattering. You have to run up another sort of straight and down another corner. The clattering continues, but you cannot now see your quarry. And I think and then a second clattering noise from above draws your attention. But it is a kobold on a roof across the street who is hanging solstice decorations. A kobold missing. You didn't see it, but this kobold is not wearing a waistcoat.
Okay.
But they're not all kobolds wear waistcoats, so it's like not overly weird. But yeah, this one isn't wearing a waistcoat.
I think
The one you were chasing, it was hard to see whether or not they were.
Okay. I think that all he knows right now is just that we're trying to find a kobold to talk to.
Any kobold.
And so
yeah.
I think he was running after them, but if he sees one who isn't actively running away from him, he'll stop. And just sort of look towards them and just give sort of a little like comes to a sudden kind of like clattering stop, looks and just kind of waves up and just, hello. Me and my friends have some questions if you have a minute. Please.
The one up on the roof, there is a he sort of this one jumps a little startled, and you want talk?
Yes.
Why? Kobold do nothing wrong.
No. Me and my friends are looking for kobold.
Chief Kobold. Kobold?
Trying to find someone to help us. Yes. One moment, and considering the guys like just they're presumably yelling up and down from the roof, Yevla will just take a few steps back, and I don't know how tall this roof is, but I'm pretty sure I could clear it with a jump.
What is your jump?
My jump height is slightly variable depending on this D8, but this D8 dictates that my high jump in this particular instance is 45 feet.
Jesus.
With a running start.
Okay, yeah. With a running start, you basically you could do this house and then half another. This is a 2-story little brick place,
through the
and
roof.
you just we've done that before in a different adventure. But you deliberately land on a structurally sound part of the roof, and you place yourself right next to him. This one squeals in sort of shock as you arrive.
Sorry.
And
I thought this might be easier than yelling.
make a perception check.
Sure.
This is not hearing, unfortunately.
That is fine. I will make it normally.
As the rest of the gang sort of come around the corner at a more sedate, particularly in Junior's case, pace. A 14.
Yes.
14, yeah.
You notice on this one's shoulder there is a cricket.
Ooh.
Mini.
I think he'll just say, you also have a friend, and kind of points to his bird, which I imagine makes a very loud.
So this one is called Quobald. It's Kwobald. Whereas Quobald is Kuw. Quobald looks mildly confused for a second and looks at their shoulder and then goes, "Oh yes. This one go tick tick tick." And it then does so, and it sounds not unlike a bomb ticking.
That's not stress-inducing at all.
He'll
No.
point down and just kind of my friend's down there. Can we speak downstairs?
Quobald, yes. I climb. You not carry.
thumbs up as I think Yevle now runs into the incredible lack of foresight as someone without any sort of real climbing ability, as I imagine I can do the difficult terrain climb, as he just very awkwardly lowers himself off the edge of the roof and kind of tries to get as low as he can before he just drops the rest of the way.
Yeah, whereas Quobold does the sort of lizard-like skitter head first down the wall and sort of waits patiently for you at the bottom next to all of your friends who have caught up.
He's just I found someone to help.
Oh, excellent.
Thank
Hello.
you. Hello.
Hello!
I'll believe it when I hear it.
You look for Quobold?
Yes.
I mean, if that's the leader guy.
Current tribe chief, yeah.
Do you know where they are?
No. Wait, yes! And
Yes.
Yevle does not look distrusting, he looks confused.
The last
Yes.
ones that told us
much
that
no.
lied.
Maybe shinies?
I think I see where this is going. Are you gonna take the money and then not show us where Quobold is?
Yeah, he looks very briefly like damn. And then oh, you look for Quobold. No, not no. Sorry.
Oh.
Keep shinies.
I will give you one shiny if you spread the word that there will be a kobold ball over there. Magic door, very shiny. Food for 95 kobolds.
What?
Uh,
I love this plan. The
It's
coin
a party, and all
is-
you kobolds are invited. Nothing
What,
sus.
the shiny is grabbed, and then what? What is ball? Kobolds no need ball.
Dance. Party. It's party.
Party. Will there be food?
Much food.
Banquet. All the food you can eat. Food for 95 kobolds. You tell them, they come. And
Why don't you just speak in their language? Don't you do that?
I do. Yeah, just you tell them that if they come, he switches to Draconic, I will give the person that can tell me where Quobold is 5 shinies.
And it's just like,
Holds up 5
what the
fingers.
fuck? He then grabs your fingers and like counts them, and like that many shinies. I tell. I find Quobold. I get 5 shinies. Yes.
You get 5 shinies. You fill my party. You'll get 5 shinies too.
I bring kobolds. I get 5 shinies.
Yep.
That many shinies.
That's many shinies. And that does not include the shiny I've given you.
6 shinies.
6 shinies. And free food.
He nods and says, I find all kobolds now. And scuttles away.
And yep.
He heads for Yavle, you would have run over this, a sewer grate. And cracks it open and just scuttles right down.
Right.
And just, it's sort of like, this place is a mine. It's built on a mine.
Mhm.
The entire thing has got an underwarren, definitely. And kobolds
Amazing.
prefer underground.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are tunnels everywhere.
There are indeed
Yes.
tunnels everywhere.
I'm gonna
Um,
just have a quick peer around to make sure that there's nobody watching us. That's because obviously there's an authority in Bodrum that is ensuring a particular narrative is not spread, and we're kind of walking around trying to deal with kobolds. Nobody's watching us, is there?
Funny you should mention it. The your V3PO is sort of clanking down the street toward you, saying,
What now?
Baron Bodrum businesses. We cut corners so you don't have to.
Oh God.
I hope your business with Branton Quark was a successful interaction. Shabunbun, thank you very much for the follow, you bloody champion. Avast, matey, you wee scallywag. We have a current follower goal, which we are now only 9 followers away from, because normally I would do them by every 50, but we hit 1,100 last stream. Well, we are now at 1,102, and I thought when we got to 1,111, our 11th follower, we will have a little follower goal there, because that's fun.
Excellent.
But we're getting close. Kobolds often eat garbage, bugs, and meat. That is true. And there have been all 3 of these things in this episode so far. You hear a sort of clicking, tracking noise from the... You notice the monocle is glowy. And Junior, as that sort of suspicion crosses your mind, it occurs to you that that might be how surveillance is done, if not necessarily enforcement.
Yeah, I mean, it was all right. He showed us some machines and stuff, and I don't think we're going to do business with him. So, but yeah, we don't really need your services. You can just whatever go.
Are you certain? Is there no
Yeah, I am certain. Go away.
Very well. Have a pleasant day.
As he's going, can Hjort prestidigitate that eyepiece to filthy it?
You certainly can.
Excellent.
He turns to leave. Baron Bodrum's Buddy Bots. Uncharmable, incorruptible, and 100% tax deductible. And as you do that, he is just turning around, so you very subtly, I imagine,
Yes.
try to... Could you make me a performance check to do it subtle-like?
Performance?
Or deception.
Excellent.
Whichever is better.
That is a nat 20 for 35.
It is
Very
so subtle even
nice.
you're not sure you
Damn.
did it. As you dirty his monocle piece. And as you do that, it for a very short period goes filthy and then shimmers and cleans itself.
Fine.
Hmm.
And it's
Interesting.
as he says, uncharmable, incorruptible, and 100% tax deductible. No refunds. And he walks away.
Holly's gonna yell after him. How can you possibly guarantee that you're tax deductible? You don't know the intimate details of everyone's tax situation.
I do in Bodrum. Because Baron Bodrum is the one to whom the taxes are paid.
Okay, you got me there.
That feels wrong somehow.
Yup.
It's very wrong. This is almost worse than the solstice, the scarlet stage of solstice and his terrible sweatshop.
I know we're meant to be
what's-
solving a mystery, but does
Yeah,
anyone want to overthrow Baron Bodrum?
Yes.
What's this whole plan with like a party thing?
Yeah.
We butter up the kobolds, get them nice and fat and happy, and then we ask them questions and get an actual answer.
I mean, I guess. Why not? Did you say
Perhaps
there was like food in there?
Kobold.
Have you got like food in there?
It's a magnificent mansion. Enough food for 100 people.
Oh.
Cool.
I
And
include
really,
us.
I
Kobolds
do.
are small, so you could probably feed more than 100 kobolds with it.
I'm not sure that's how the magic works, which is why I stuck it to 100.
Where do you keep it?
It's magic.
Ah.
And at that, he's
Just
going.
all the curiosity and questioning in his eyes just goes, yep, nope. Just clocks out completely as you just say that.
Yeah,
Boring.
he's going to spend a minute making a doorway. Can it be suspended in air? Like, not in air, but like just a doorway from nowhere? Like, just. Or does it need to be up against a wall?
I love that you're just building a doorway in the middle of a street.
Yes. And it is open to my party members, our shopkeeper friend, and the first 95 kobolds to walk through.
Right. I'm going to imagine that you did this in basically you just find an empty lot where a house would be, and you just build a door, and then the house sort of appears around it, or is just the door just there and there is no
The
house?
door's just there, and then you walk in, and it's the mansion
Excellent.
is inside.
So yeah, you have built a doorway in the middle of a cul-de-sac. Just you'd gone 2 streets down from Branton Quark's place, and there is just a freestanding, scratch-made door frame in the middle of the street that will admit only specific people, right in the middle of a cobblestone streetway.
Yes.
I'm not sure if anyone else has listened to Welcome to Night Vale, but this sounds like something straight out of that.
Can you please make me a perception check?
A perception check? Yes, I need to find my character sheet because I went to the wrong page. Perception. I have a +11.
27 perception!
For all of us.
21.
27 will do it. 21, 27.
Unperceivable!
Holly,
29.
you oh wow, okay. No, Junior, you hear from a distance a sort of bang. And think nothing of it at first. This is not the first loud and abrupt noise you have heard here. You've heard several chainsaws for no reason. And yeah, just generally loud noises in this sort of business town are not unusual. However, about 20 seconds later, can you all make me dexterity saves? This is while Kjort is building this thing.
Dex.
12.
Oof.
Is this a spell or other
10.
magical effect?
It is not a magical effect. Sort of a magical effect. It's not a spell, but it's sort of a magical effect.
Well, it's up to
26
you
is
whether or
enough,
not my
though.
advantage applies. Yeah, I was going to say 26 regardless.
But 2 12s and a 10 do not make the save. You take... those who failed take 7 bludgeoning damage as it begins hailing golf ball-sized chunks of ice all around the town. Yeah.
I
How
think
many
we'd
was
better
that
go
again?
inside.
Sorry? 7 points of damage. And you will have to remake the save every minute. But yeah, that's just like, ow, oh, ah, God, oh.
I
As
think we
these
should step
happen,
inside the doorway.
you can
Instantly get
immediately just
undercover.
go into this mansion.
Yes.
That is... As Hjort finishes it and cracks open the door, says, "Get in here." And yeah, you go inside. Hjort, what does it look like inside?
I have written a small description.
Oh.
As you wander in, you find yourselves in a ballroom that is dim and warm. Its glow is coming. Its glow coming from soft crystal lamps hidden behind carved copper screens. Decorations are practical but elegant. Dark silks draped from low arches, scale-patterned mosaics in muted greens, and carved stone panels depicting dragons in profile. Everything avoids harsh light or reflective surfaces. Banquet tables run the length of the room, each covered in dark cloth and loaded with heavy dishes. Spit roasted game birds, brushed with smoky glaze, skewers of seasoned lizard tail, crisp fried bat wings, stacked like flower petals, braised cave pig ribs dripping with herbed fat, and small bowls of minced meat, with hot peppers for scooping by claw. A massive platter at the center holds a whole fire-roasted serpent curled artfully, its skin cracked and glistening. Giant mice, servers, weave around carrying mat trays piled with bite-sized meat morsels and marrow-filled cups. Their soft steps and quiet squeaks barely disturb the comfortably dim atmosphere.
Amazing. Inside this mansion, you'll look out, and the area around you and the whole town is. You hear like the breaking of glass windows, and just it is, and shrieks of like and particularly you see and people sort of running around like there's a whole genuine confusion and terror. And a couple of kobolds running around, including one you recognize. It's Quobold, the female of Brandon Quarks, running around going, "End is nigh! Another sign!" And running around. Brenton told you all! She sort of dashes past, but does not appear to notice the doorway that you are looking out from.
He'll poke, like, as little of himself as possible out the door and call over, "In the doorway! In the door! Come in! In! Out of the hail!"
She sort of dashes over, looking a bit confused. Sort of, "Why are you standing door?" This good for when Earth does shakies.
Mm.
Now,
by chance, have I placed this place anywhere near a sewer grate?
It's within eyesight. I think you did it on purpose. Within eyesight of the sewer grate that that Quobold went down.
Yes, just go tell your friends. Safe in here for the other kobolds. Safe in here for 24 hours. Whole day.
Safe from hamster?
Potentially, yes.
But what of other kobolds? No, we need save all kobold.
Can fit 95.
If you bring more here, and they tell us where to find Kobold, we can talk to him and help save all kobold.
Yes.
Ooh.
So all... I don't know why I keep defaulting to doing the dumb guy leaves out every second word, and he doesn't talk that way.
but you are talking to a kobold who does, and that's why.
That's true. Yeah, never mind.
Make a persuasion check, Yevle.
Oh boy. Okay. Not my. Oh wait, no.
Bardic.
Better than I thought.
Hey.
Right. It's a +5.
Shit.
Bardic.
It's a 14, and I'll add the Bardic. Thank you so much. A D10. We'll add another 4 for an 18. That's
18.
not bad.
That's not bad. She goes. Then we save all kobold. You help build.
plan.
We
You
do
help
our best.
kobold.
We'll do what we can.
She nods and dashes back out into the street, and like jumps underneath the sewer grate and heads down as well. As she runs, I think all four of you would notice from underneath she's not wearing a waistcoat, but she is wearing pockets that are strapped on, but she's not wearing trousers. She's just wearing the sort of the leather pockets of pouches, combat fatigue style pouches that are like strapped around the thigh. And from one pocket, a frog falls out wearing a crown.
Oh, they're sneaky little things, aren't they?
you have to wait for about 5-10 minutes before the hail stops, and there is a sort of general from the townsfolk at large, and you hear a bit of a commotion up one end of the street as you re-enter the town from inside the mansion. Are you planning to actually do any further investigation, or are you just going to stay inside the mansion and wait?
I'm just sitting there eating food.
I mean,
Anything.
Holly feels that A, we should have a snack, and B, we should wait to see if our plan is successful before we go, running off and getting into any other hijinks.
Fair enough.
I think
well,
Yevla has no particular tie to the house, but with all his friends electing to stay, knowing he's not the best investigator, and also he would feel weird leaving his friends without him there.
yeah,
We'll stay.
fair. Alrighty. Well, then you listen for more kobolds coming in the next 20 minutes or so. You can tell from the sort of commotion that an accident has happened at the butchery, and that was what caused the hail to fall. Apparently, their apologize. No, hang on, that's right. Baron Bodrum's below-average temperature storage box had been sabotaged.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
no.
definitely sabotaged. It wasn't because it was shit.
Well, it ejected into the sky in much the same way as Yevla experienced with the smaller version, large quantities of ice that fell sort of meteor-like down on the town. Could be a sign of the end times. Could be just faulty machinery. It is about half an hour later that the first... you actually, dead set, at least one of you is by the door at all times, and yet you're not certain how it happened, but there is at least 3 kobolds inside the mansion before you really notice. Like, they're that sneaky. I think someone is just saying, I wonder when the kobolds are going to get here, when you turn around, when you hear a clinking of crockery, and you turn around to see a kobold with a drumstick in one hand, while it is busy pocketing a shiny golden goblet into one of its into a pocket while it's this one is larger than any of the ones you have met before.
Fjord will approach and just gently say, if you take that out of here, it will disappear, unfortunately.
No shinies?
And no, taking the shinies, unfortunately, will make them disappear when you leave. It's an inside the mansion only kind of thing. But do eat as much as you want.
I have
We
as much as
give-
like.
We
As
give
much as you like.
shinies.
Um,
You take more shinies, they go.
I take shinies.
Sure.
He proceeds to take as many shiny things as he possibly can. Does not see... He may or may not have understood that they will disappear when he leaves the room. He doesn't seem bothered by that. And if you wait 5 minutes, you will see him bartering his shinies that he gathered recently with another kobold for shinies that they brought him from the outside.
Smart lad.
I love that.
They're not as stupid as people think they are.
They kind of are, but kind of aren't. Yeah, within 10 minutes, the initial so the little female no, what happens is a figure in a darkened trench coat, tall figure, about nearly 8 feet tall, wearing the outfit of a like a film noir investigator, the bowler hat, the brim down low, the sort of the trench coat with the collar up.
So there are clearly several.
Knocks on the door with quite a thin wrist, and says in a very deep and gruff voice, "We also come in?"
By all means.
I thank And 3 kobolds in a trench coat clearly walk through, and it's not walk, it's shamble. Totter is a great word that doesn't get used often enough. You recognize the face. It is Quobold, the kobold that Yevle spoke to on the roof, standing atop 2 other kobolds, trying to sneak into a place that he is more than welcome to come into and had been told as such. Yeah. From the number of crickets on his shoulder has multiplied. There is probably about a dozen about his person now, mostly hanging out in the pockets of the trench coat. And about 5... Hey, Maharishi, good to see you, buddy. About 5... he takes about 5 steps from you, or rather, the 3rd kobold down takes about 5 steps from you. And then he... Quobold remembers and turns around to talk to you, but the rest of his body doesn't. So his head and shoulders rotate full 180 degrees and says, Quobold is coming, by the way. I bring. You make sure you have shinies.
I have shinies.
His legs, however, continue walking, and his stomach appears to grab something from a table.
Oh, guys.
Oh, I love him. I love them.
And I think, guys, we'll leave it there, actually. As satisfied, I think our plan might be working. The rings of light begin to glow around Junior, Sprinkles, and Yevle as a teleportation appears to be in progress, and you feel a jerking at the core of you as you are teleported out, leaving Hjort standing, looking at some familiar faces, but not the ones he had been hanging out with until today, until just now. The next game will feature Rivera, Benning, and a new character, actually. Ellie is new to the world, so that'll be fun. So yeah, Rivera, Redding Hazecorn, which is Brendan's character, who we haven't seen in a while. Rose character Rivera, Hjort, and Ellie new characters should be interesting.
Yes.
So yes, there we have it, guys. Thank you very much for playing with me this evening. You found a nice little shortcut through the adventure. I really love it.
Sorry.
I think it's excellent, and it actually kind of works narratively. It's a solution to a problem I wasn't certain how I was going to solve. So excellent job, well played. We will do our favorite moments now, guys. This is what we like to do at the end of our streams, where we go around the table and compare notes on our favorite bits from the stream, because it's been a good one. Yes. So we need a D5 rolled in chat, please. And if you haven't already typed !ticket, do so, because we have a giveaway for a Trollord Games voucher. So yes, D5s, please, and tickets if you haven't already got one. He says he's already got one. No, just 5, not D5. Thank you, Maharishi, but that would be great. Can't roll a D5.
Oh yes, the context is all important.
It is. There you go. No, with the space. The problem with coding. There you go.
Indeed.
A 5! Yevle! We're talking favourite Zach moments first.
Oh, God.
Definitely punching the hole in the fridge.
That was pretty good.
Like, oh, there's a problem I can solve with brute force. That's what I do.
I'm going... Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. That was my favourite. Love that.
Sorry, you go ahead, Terrace.
Okay, I'd like to say the goat scream followed by the befriending of the little bird.
Yes. Thank you.
I have goats, I know that sound.
I'm going to slightly piggyback on that one, because I liked the history check you did into the tragic backstory of the location. And then yes, the coming out of that reverie by turning into a screaming goat was also
That
excellent.
ability has come in clutch several times in this campaign.
Yes.
It really has.
Yeah.
Turns out when you get teleported around to deal with ancient storied evils come up a lot.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I appreciated the show of ability. Obviously, you came into this thinking that your character was kind of focused on combat, and we very much got a clear indication of your strength by the fact you just did a running jump of 45 feet to jump onto a roof completely
Yes.
unfussed. Like, I thought that was great, but also I thought just a nice little show of your character that you tried your best to make Junior feel a little bit happier by sharing marshmallows early on.
Yeah.
I love that.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah. Favorite self.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that that all sort of fairly well covers it. I just really enjoy playing him. Like, he's fun. But I think yeah, I would agree. I think honestly my favorite was probably yours, Josh. I think it was just the Yevler tries his best to help, but he's not very bright and he knows it. And seeing a situation where even if it was kind of dubious as to whether or not he could actually do anything, where he just saw a situation where he was like, I could just punch a hole in that. That would fix the problem. was was good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love him.
Excellent.
Yeah.
In which case we need a D4. Thank you very much, everybody. Yeah, D4's in chat. Exclamation mark roll space the number 4. Fancy event noise. Go. D4. Thank you, Maharishi. That's a 4. We're now talking about Karen. Favorite sprinkles moments, everybody.
Okay, I want to jump in before this gets taken, but the description of a clanking union busting bastard
Oh,
was
yeah.
incredible, because it was Holly had a few, like, Holly seems very congenial, very, very funny to me to see the, like, as soon as you were like, wait, you're a union buster, the, like, attitude shift, and then next conversation with someone else, just a full it was great. I loved it.
I love that too.
Even I didn't see that coming. Turns out Holly really fucking hates union busters.
Yeah.
Would never cross a picket line.
I love that. I'm going to say smacking a kobold on the hand with the flat of a scimitar.
Ah,
That was good.
Just smack.
Yeah.
No.
that was going to be mine. Actually, literally both of the ones that I wrote down were the union busting, clanking bastards, and fending off the kobold thief.
sorry.
Jeez.
I
That's
really
all right.
enjoy.
You both beat me to it.
I really enjoy Holly being the brains of the party. Yeah, it's fun to see. Holly goes like, oh, there's no one smarter. Okay, cool. Like Junior's smart, but he doesn't take the lead. Hjord is helpful, but not necessarily particularly bright. Same deal for Yevle. So Sprinkles is like, cool. I guess this is for me to lead then. Excellent, and does so. And it was really cute to watch. And yeah, showing Holly's sort of party leader chops is kind of fun.
I love her.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Favorite self?
I'm trying to think if because yeah, I did like Holly's unexpected strong feelings about unions. Quickly just check with anything else.
I think there's several points where Holly just went, is it this? And just are you sure? There was a very good question posed to Branton that that I think I answered quite well, but you then responded and be like, that does make a twisted kind of sense, which I quite liked. This Holly being open, I think it comes from the union busting thing. Holly being open to business, corporations going to cooperate, being a logical reason for something to happen.
Yes, it was the. So they keep denying it. So you've decided that it must be true. You know what?
Yeah, that's probably not the worst.
Hang on a
logic.
minute.
Hold on a goddamn second. Yeah.
It's a genius.
It's like that's brilliant. I liked bringing the hot chocolate back.
Oh,
So
that
she
was
had the
cute.
hot chocolate at the beginning because when we got blamped, I was like, she's either
definitely still
put it
holding it.
down and annoyed because it's been left behind, or she's taken it with her and is just carrying it without comment for the first part of this adventure until a moment presents itself when it
Yeah.
might be useful. And I went with the latter.
And the
which I
detail
enjoyed.
that only a couple of birds stuck their face in it was lovely as well.
Yeah, so it should
Adorable.
still be good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just a little bit of bird.
And Brandon's like, I haven't had Milo in years. That's thank you. That's lovely. More than anything else, that was what softened his mood to you. He
Aww.
was just like, okay, these guys don't actually want me dead. Because he borrowed a book from Candlekeep that he cannot return. He knows your job. He was piss scared.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay,
Aw.
well, they're offering me cocoa. It's unlikely they're going to take my thumbs. And one of them's playing with
The
money
cocoa
over
is
there
just
as well.
to lure you into a false sense of security so we can
Properly false
remove
sense
the
of
socks,
security.
the thumbs
It's
with a
got
minimum of
sedatives
fuss.
in it. It's full of sedatives.
Yeah.
Poison cocoa.
Yeah,
I'm
Holly
sure
puts
there's some
Holly put
Bodrum
his
brand
annex in there.
sedatives around.
Well, any other favorite Holly moments, or shall we move on? All right, excellent. I just rolled a 1 in chat, which was stupid of me, and I always roll myself, so let's ignore that one. Can someone else roll a 3 in chat, please?
All right, favorite DM moments.
God damn it.
Yes.
Mm.
Favorite DM moments. 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Now the song is stuck in my
Yes.
head. Thank you.
Classic. Absolutely.
I enjoyed the entire performance of V3PO.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you have not watched the Fallout TV show.
Nope.
I've
I've seen some of it, but not anything up to that would be.
because
will you be linking
Father,
it
what's his
Yeah.
name?
Oh,
He voices-
Matt Berry.
Matt
Thank you,
Berry.
Matt Berry. Voices a robot in it, and that is what it reminded me of in the best possible way.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I kind of had in my head, not because it's obviously it's a C-3PO ripoff, but I kind of had in my head the little droids from Borderlands. Like
the claptrap units.
Yeah, the claptrap units from Borderlands. That was kind of what I imagined.
But with the old timey like British radio voice.
Yeah, but I kind of did
That's great.
land Matt Berry somewhere along the line there. Yeah, because I was like, this does sound a bit Father. But I think it's the when he's delivering pre-recorded lines. I think Baron Bodrum probably speaks like Matt Berry. And that's when that's what's coming out there. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that was fun. But those are a lot of those are pre-scripted in the book, and I'm just like, this is good. These are funny as
Keep
heck, and I
reading it.
really enjoy them. The
Yeah.
laxative one particularly is quite funny.
That one
Yes.
was a real rib tickler. That one.
Yes. I love that.
Just making them
Reproductively, this
working
is a
them in.
cul-de-sac.
Yeah, the cul-de-sac is
Yes. Of course. Yep. The
the
concept.
reproductive cul-de-sac is good.
I appreciated how you were somehow able to create different pronunciations of the word
Kobold.
kobold. By and they were actually like noticeably different in some strange way. I thought that was very well done.
Thank you.
And thank
Or
you
the
for
shovel.
clarifying the spelling of each version of
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Much
kobolds.
appreciated.
Important for my notes, right?
I've
Um,
stopped trying to distinguish between the kobolds. It's just a kobold.
Yeah. Honestly, like I'm impressed by it every time, but today in particular I thought was just a shining fucking example of your stellar comedic timing. In
Yes.
that there were several times during this session where something would happen and it was just like people would keep talking and something would go and you would find just like the perfect spot to inject yourself to just reveals some detail that sort of sets the joke for the scene or whatever. Like I think the one that really stuck with me was in his home when we rolled all these checks. We were trying to figure out sort of like what was going on, and we were like, we're pretty sure this guy's like doing this. You shouldn't be able to deny this. And then waiting for us to go through all that to then go, oh yeah, and you look to the side and you can see that the printing press has one of the posters in it, and he's like, ooh. It was just,
yeah, that's
bad. It was perfect. It was great. I loved it.
It was ideal. I loved it. Yes.
Yeah, it was great.
It's wonderful.
What is your favorite moment?
My favorite me moment. So yeah, I really liked making it. I love taking something else and putting it into a setting and making it make sense. And remembering vaguely from 2 years ago that someone else ran a game involving Candlekeep deconstruction that had a cult of kobolds building some sort of wild fanatical device. And then linking it to this. And how do I make this fit with Candlekeep? But for a single little thing that I did, which I really enjoyed, was the line at the very beginning, since the practice of teleporting heavily armed groups of Avowed into the proximity of a missing tome to ask unhelpful questions and break things until the book in question or similar value is coughed up, began, late fees and delinquency have been at an all-time low. I just enjoy that.
That was
weird. Sending a group of heavily armed individuals to break things until the book is returned really works.
That's crazy.
And it's the whole... That's the entire premise of this campaign is, how do we make it work that people just keep bouncing in and out? The Candlekeep is frustrated, the building itself is frustrated, and teleports its people to go and do the thing. They have no choice in the matter, and it only happens at Christmas.
I like that Candlekeep is this like big, magical, important library with all this crazy, like, you know, book detection magic going on. It can teleport people at will, and it's just slowly but inevitably becoming just mafia stereotype crime family.
Shaking people down for books.
It's just, I feel like there's a convergent evolution.
It's all public transport eventually becomes trams, and all crustaceans eventually become crabs, and all libraries
eventually become organized
mafia.
crime.
Yeah.
Someone please tell Dan O'Brien that. All librarians eventually become organized.
All libraries eventually become organized crime.
I love this.
Alrighty, well, I've been thoroughly flattered. We've had a D2 rolled in chat. That's a 1, which is Junior. Favorite Mitch moments, everybody.
Junior was so fucking funny. Oh wait, I wrote a specific one down though that really got me. Yes, it was when you realized Hjort could speak Draconic, and Hjort was like trying to communicate with them, and as Hjort got like half a sentence in, and you just turning to him and going, "Why don't you just speak in their language? Don't you do that?" So it was that perfect like teenage angst, just like genuinely like potentially helpful, but just put so unhelpfully.
Yeah.
I mean, he was speaking common for your benefit, but okay.
I just imagine in my head you get those moments where you're with like a grandparent, and that grandparent starts trying to like talk to someone foreign and starts like fully overemphasizing the words. It was like one of those like,
No, that was fantastic.
I love that.
Tony.
Sorry.
Tony just gave me an inspiration. Don't worry about it. Thank you very much.
Hell yeah, real.
Amazing. I would like to say as Hjort is trying to give you the vest, just I only wear branded gear.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
There is an art to playing a character that doesn't want to be there and is yet still interesting.
Yes.
I think that was, I was just like, this is a very hard line to walk, and you walk it really, really well. You have a talent for playing characters that are mildly objectionable and still likable.
It's true.
You want to hate him, but you just can't.
Mildly objectionable was, I like that.
Though I do have a second as well, but I will wait for other people to talk.
I kind of have two slightly overlapping ones. I love the whole business with just the coins. Just like, yeah, maybe you could answer some
I
questions.
mean, this is Mafia 1.0. Like, yes.
Yeah. But there was a particular line that I wrote down because I enjoyed it so much. Is we're not here to jingle your bell.
That was so good.
It was
'Cause
very
it
good.
very much rolled as one of those things of like like a kid has heard their parents say that and was just like, yeah, I'll throw it out there.
Yeah.
That
One of
was
Dad's lines.
Not
yeah.
quite in the right context.
so good.
Particularly as his dad used it in a way that would be almost sexual. And it was in reference to himself. He was like, she jingled my bell. As senior jingles.
Oh boy.
Yeah, favorite self.
Incense.
Favorite self. I liked when I opened the scroll in the beginning and then just threw it on the table and said, "Oh, spam."
Spam. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
And I also appreciated the fact that Junior is very much someone who's spending money that's not his own, so doesn't really particularly care how it gets spent. So yeah, it kind of just like he's keeping tabs of it, how much money got spent, and he'll produce a receipt to his father to be reimbursed. But but yeah, just very much spending his own money. And I also liked how he lost his cool a little bit with that robot towards the end there.
Yes.
When the robot
go
kept saying,
away.
as is, just go away. It's like,
That was
get out of my
very-
room, Dad.
Yes.
God, you're so uncool. Just go.
My other favorite Mitch was I really loved his reaction to the hand crossbow, to the wrist mounted crossbow. And immediately just screwing around with it like a teenager would. Like, I'm gonna find something to put in this and shoot something non-lethal, but like that could actually do. Like, if I got someone in the eye, it could be a real problem, but I'm not thinking about it that much. And
chewing up some paper.
but I dead set my gut instinct, and it tells you how good a job you did, because my teacher brain engaged for a second, and I was like, say thank you to the nice man. And you did. You and were like, oh, thanks, that's really cool. And then buy him a present in return. And I was like, I really enjoyed that little bonding between Junior and Hjort.
I only
Say
said
thank you to the
twice,
nice centaur.
and that was when something was done for me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That you've had to just beaten into you when someone does something nice for you. You at least say thank you. Yeah, that was great. Alrighty. Then we had a 1. Tony rolled a 1, which means Hjort. For our last favorite Hjort moments, everybody.
Oh, you don't have to.
No. If I had to sit through it, you do.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I also wrote this one down, but it was a really small moment. I don't know why it got me, because like we heard a lot from the mice throughout the session, but something about when you decided to pull the one mouse down to interrogate him about the scoring, and you described him particularly as being like this aged balding mouse, and you were just like, this isn't one of your family, is it? I don't know why, but something about like giving him character by going, yeah, it's just this old bald mouse.
Yeah.
So-
it's one of the originals.
Fun fact: Hjort has the urchin background, and it comes with a mouse.
Yeah.
That
Is that the original?
That is the original mouse.
Aww. Aww.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure he
just-
had a name.
I just imagine one of those. There's a viral video going around of like a really old hamster
That's
that's
completely
like
bald. Yeah.
that's like completely balding and is kind of like moving around. I'm just imagining that.
Mhm.
Yeah. He spent the gold to awaken that thing.
Yeah, right.
I adored the super punny suggestion of the Cobalt party to lure in the kobolds we were looking for. That was I'm not even gonna try and remember any of the puns, but I enjoyed them very much.
Yeah. I enjoyed the idea itself. How do you lure? How do you set a trap to get all the kobolds you want to talk to in one place? Food and shinies. And just there is a solution to this. It's in the book, but you found a much quicker one. So this will work just fine. And I really kind of enjoy it. And it just, there you go, one spell slot later. And also you have cover from the raining hailstones. Yeah, it was just smart. It was a good, solid move. Yeah.
Thank you.
2 kobolds, no hailstone. Yeah. Sorry, 2 birds. It didn't work anyway.
Yeah.
I saw the vision though. I saw the vision.
Yeah.
I
Thank
liked
you.
it.
I liked the not the appreciation. Sorry, I liked the oh my lord, the description is the word I'm looking for.
Oh yeah.
That you gave of the actual mansion. Particularly one thing I noted down, just the food descriptions, and the one in particular was bat wings stacked like flower petals. I thought was really like poetic and beautiful. For some strange reason, I was like, "That's really nice." So, yeah, it was cool. And also, shiny is only on delivery. when you revealed your knowledge of Draconic. So.
Thank you.
That was good.
I love trying to convince the kobold that stealing from him isn't going to work. And the kobold goes, but I can take if I want, right? Because it doesn't matter. And you're like, I mean, I guess. And he's like, awesome, I'm stealing all the things.
Hard to fault him.
Oh.
Yes.
Favorite self?
Oh shit! Did I even write one down? No, I didn't. So I'm just going to say Hevler's smashed through the vending machine and pulled his hand out, and Hewitt's just tilt and shake.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Because no, I'm not gonna lie. That was like a real life moment for me. I had not thought that far through. I was very genuinely just like, I have opened a hole, my job is done. And so when you were like, shake it, I was like, oh
yeah.
right, yeah, I could do that.
Excellent. Alrighty, well guys, thank you very much for playing with me this evening. I hope you've had a lovely time. I know I have.
Yeah.
More of this adventure will be back on Monday evening. Same bat time, same bat channel. So 6 p.m. AWST for more Candlekeep. However, tomorrow evening, at the same time again, we will be back for a little bit more Humblewood. The guys are trying to make a god. They need one piece left. They've currently got Nevermore in a little gemstone that they have put in a nice little hidey hole in the Alderheart, and now they just need to go and get a chunk of the Plane of Water. They also inserted a guy named Charles into the tree recently. It was a whole thing. And then the tree, I mean, very recently, they've had to fight a bit of the Alderheart that was possessed by the guy, the elemental that Charles became. And Alderheart eventually wound up ripping a part of its own self off, being separated by Kesh's assistance. Kesh basically shot one of the limbs of the tree off, and the tree has literally the scene where we left it was the tree holding in 2 of its branches another severed branch above it, and sort of there is this creaking, groaning roar of triumph. And we're about to find out how that all goes, and the gang have also been invited to a meeting, a sort of an event, a dinner party in the upper branches by the tree itself, to discuss the next move. So that's what's going on this
it
week.
Will be an orgy.
Well, so the gang has just stopped an orgy. Actually, one of the orgy participants is currently living in Julio's eye. It's a whole thing. Charles wasn't in the orgy; he was in the room next door having a bath. It was a great time. Problems were had and solved. Cash then got to second base with the captain of Escalia, and we're now back at the Old Hut. You're all caught up. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. Also, it turns out Gaspard is a fuckboy. But we all kind of assumed, didn't we, really? The gang has met one of his daughters. And it's not Jude. That would be weird. Well, we will go away from here and find somebody to raid. Who have we got? We have a Lawrite. Well, the Lawrite is playing Minecraft, so we'll drop a raid over on the Lawrite because the Lawrite will be joining us at some point for this campaign as well. The Lawrite will be joining us on Wednesday next week. It's exactly same bat time, same bat channel. Throw your favorite raider modes up in chat. Tell Lawrite where you came from. Please raid with consent. Well, absolutely, that's not a bad idea. But I'm sure Lawrite won't mind. We have a pre-established arrangement. But before we go, we do need to draw the giveaway very quickly. So last tickets in chat. While I ask you guys to spruik anything you have that's coming up. Guys, have you got anything you want to talk about in the lead up to Christmas?
Not yet, still super secret.
Not yet, still super secret. I don't like the sound of that. Okay. Excellent. Alrighty.
Not particularly.
Not really.
I got
Not really. Excellent. Alrighty. Well, we will be. We have plenty of Candlekeep programming still to come this Christmas, as well as the last couple of episodes of Humblewood before the festive season truly commences, and then Karen and I shall take a well-earned 2 or 3 week break. But until that time, we still have many more things and fun stuff to do. We have 8 more streams before Christmas, so it's still Leon ages up in 6 to 7 days. Well, congratulations for that when that happens to you. Happy birthday to you. Let's see if we can get you something fun, Leon. We will close the giveaway now and draw a winner, and the prize goes to Terrace.
Can I gift it to Leon for his birthday?
You certainly can, Terrace. A happy birthday to you, Leon. A gifted Troll Lord Games voucher will be winging its way to you. Leon, I believe you're up in our Discord, so I will message it to you there. Congratulations. Lucky you. Alrighty, guys. Well, we will go away and raid the Lawrite. So, guys, throw your favorite raider modes up in chat. Tell the Lawrite where you came from. Show them the love like we always do. And we will see you same bat time, same bat channel on tomorrow night for some more Humblewood. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe, you wee scallywags! Avast for now!